Good evening, my lovely TikTok friends. How are you today? Let's mirror my image and then we will get started. So I think we're going to do quite a bit tonight, actually. I think we are going to, I need to label the quilt and then do the other label for the NHS quilt. And then we might do some jelly roll raised quilting, I reckon, because I can carry on with my birthday quilt. So I can see that TikTok is letting you know that I've gone live. Here comes Dale walking in. Here comes Astaria. Welcome to you, lovely, lovely people. Hope you're good. Hope you're, oh well, it's been a much cooler day today, isn't it? I mean, still hot, but much cooler day. So yes, so I'm going to, the plan is to get this quilt, get the label onto this quilt. I'm going to stitch that on in a minute, and then I'm going to show you this quilt actually, because I don't know if you've seen this one. This is, I've got this one, I've got my NHS one here to do as well. We'll do that one, yeah, and then we will do some, I'm thinking some of the jelly roll raised quilting, and maybe some of the grandma's flower cushiony thing. We'll do some of that. So anyway, so how have you been? How have you been on this lovely week? Is it Thursday? It's been a really quick week this week, hasn't it? I'm really quite like, woo. It's been a very fast week. So maybe it's because we had bank holiday on Monday. Maybe that's what it's all about. So let's see who else is going to join us. Hello, user load numbers. Hello, Tonya. Welcome to you. Hope you are good. Hope you're good. So we'll see how tonight goes. So how are you, Dale? Are you good? Is all your cake gone? That's what I need to know. I mean, I might have asked that the other night. I can't remember. Hello, Joanna. Welcome to you. Welcome to you. Right. So I think the first thing to do is probably to pin the label on so it doesn't move when I stitch it on. So this is one of my Liberty Garden quilts, and it is all made in hexiform, and then the backing fabric is that as well. That fabric as well. And but there's no actual wadding in this one. It's really nice, and actually this is the quilt I've been using to for us the last couple of nights, because it is really lovely. You've been confused there because of bank holiday. Yes, the cake is gone. I know, I've been a bit confused as well. It's a bit like, what is going on? What is the D's going on? But yeah, if you're just joining me now, hello, whatever, welcome to you. If you're joining me now and haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association, and I do TikTok lives most days. So tomorrow I will definitely be on in the evening. I was going to come in the morning, but I don't think it's going to happen now, because I've now got a meeting at 10 o'clock. Like I told you, these things, my diary always changes really fast. And then I've got some bits and bobs to do in the afternoon, so it's going to be in the evening. But I will be on Saturday morning this week, and also Sunday morning as well. If other people do not confirm something with me, then I will be on Sunday morning. So yes, a little bit different. But I'm going to get this label stitched onto this quilt, and then we're going to go do the label for the NHS quilt. So that's quite a nice one. I think there's a little bit of like touch-up sewing that needs to be done on that, because it has been taken to various places, and so where they've been looking at it, I think a little bit might have come apart. So I might need to stitch that back together. But we will see. Hello, S with a load of bubbles. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Hello HK, welcome to you, welcome to you. So yeah, so we're going to stitch this label on to this lovely quilt, and then I'm going to I'll show you what it looks like actually. I don't think you have seen this one, Dale. I actually don't think you have, because this one's been in our bedroom. So it does show I do actually use our own quilts. So I don't think, if you recognise the backing fabric was a particular bargain when we went up to London one in the January sales, and here we go. Got out again. Hello, Cairo. Welcome to you. Welcome. Let me just sort my little screen out. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to do something. Get a little picture. There we go. Hold on a minute. So I might have to restart if it's going to do this silly thing again. Here we go. Oh, there we are. I'm back in. No, yeah, exactly. No, you haven't. No one will ever see our bedroom. Hello, Diana. Welcome to you. Welcome. Yeah. So no, this quilt has been basically languaging in there, and it's one that kind of comes out in the summer. And I thought, you know what? While I'm doing this machine, no, I don't do it. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. Oh my goodness me. Dear. Hold on a minute. We might have to restart. We've got another little thing, okay, happening. Right. Add products. How can I add products? I'm not promoting any brands. Oh my goodness me. Anyway, evidence. Oh yeah, yes, Dale. Well done. Evidence. I mean, look, what did I do? What did I do that was just like, you know? Anyway, we will see. Oh, it's got 3 now. It's got 3. Let 3 restrictions. Hold on a minute. Oh my goodness me. Let's see. Let's do that one. I love these little things that come up and then you have to like, let's do that one. I mean, inside. Oh my goodness. Sorry, you have to have my hand in. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I know. I mean, literally, like, look, all I'm doing is labelling my quilt. And I got 3 stings, Dale. 3 in one hit. For what? Maybe it's the heat. We'll let them off. Maybe it's the heat. But yes, I've gathered my evidence. Hello, Michelle. Welcome, Michelle. Hope you are well and you've had a good Thursday. So I'm just literally labelling my quilt right now, and then I'm gonna do another label for the NHS quilt. We're gonna do that. Hello, how are you? You only have curry, you only have furniture. Put in your bedroom in the shed, and your craft room is done. That's amazing. What kind of furniture are you going for? You need to upgrade it. It can't be called your shed. You need to call it Cairo's Cabin of Craft. How about that? Cairo's Cabin of Craft. I like that. Do you like that as well? Are you good, Michelle? Have you had a good Thursday? Have you been buried? Are you in the UK and been buried with our heat? Honestly, it's been a lot. But today has definitely been a bit cooler, I noticed. And I think tomorrow's going to be cooler as well. So, fingers crossed. Maybe you'll fall. Maybe it was. Maybe it was, Dale. I blame you. It's fine. I mean, you know. Hello, Soap. Welcome to you. How are you? I like your interesting username. I do like watching soaps, if that's what it's all about. You don't mind. The style of furniture is going to be rustic, 1950s style. I like that. I very much like that. Isn't there like somewhere in the UK there's like a living museum that has like 1950s houses in it? You can go and visit something like that. I've just realised I haven't got my top light on. Let's get that one on. Oh, hang on. That's better. That's better. Yeah, isn't the thing there is? I would like to go there at some point. I think is it Beamish or something like that. It's up north, isn't it? To go to that one, and that might be quite fun. But yeah, so I've had a really busy day. So this morning, that's where you got inspiration from. Did you really? How interesting. I must have literally read your mind then, Cairo. Literally read your mind. So you need to come up with a 1950s name for your cabin then, don't you? That would be quite fun. That would be quite fun. You're gonna get some. You're gonna get some 1950s fabrics and sewing machine. Wouldn't that be fun? Get one of those in there. So it's all like that kind of look as well. And then you can get your 50s style dress on and go out there. That would be amazing. That would definitely be amazing. Hello, Darren. Welcome to you. Hello, Grace. Welcome to you. Let's see. Right, so I'm just going to carry on stitching up here on this bit. And see how we go. See how we go. It looks like it's going to be. Thank you so much for sharing my live, Dale. That's very kind. I'll probably leave it for 10 minutes. I'll leave it for 10 minutes. You know why? Oh, it's a challenge. It's always a challenge. I'm sure it's the heat. I'm going to blame it on the heat. Let's blame the TikTok ghost on the heat. That's what I reckon. Anyway, so this one here. So this quilt here I actually made during 2022 and 2023. And then I had it long arm last year. It went into a great big long arm machine last year. And it got long armed in like a kind of with a pinky. Actually, no, I think it's like a peach actually. I think it's like a peach stitch that I had it done in. And I have actually got 2 more quilts to go off to be long armed. And if you don't know what long arming is a great big massive machine that the quilts go onto, and then it like I mean, you can do your quilting on your own machine, so I could do it on here, but I'm never ever going to get the pattern of this you know, like a long arm would do. I'd never get the nice stretch of it. And I think as well, if you're going to spend out on, you know, very it's not very pricey, but let's say pricey, a considered purchase fabric. We like that wording. If you're going to spend out on that, then you might as well spend a little bit extra and actually put it on, you know, have it sent off to a long armers. So yeah, so I've got 2. So I really want to turn it into a little video for my YouTube channel. So if you haven't watched that before, please make sure you do. Same name as this one. Go over and have a look at that. And yeah, so I really want to do that. And I'm hoping to turn it into a little video. That is the plan. Oh, look at this. Oh, Caro, there you go. Recent 1950s typewriter, vintage, amazing. So you're going to put that in your shed and then do some little letters. Type up some little letters. Does it work? I think I might have some 1950s like buttons, not buttons, like little haberdashery stuff. I'll have a look when I'm back in my big sewing room. I'll have a little look for you, see what I can find, because that would be quite cute. You could make like a little display to go on the wall or something, couldn't you? That would be quite good. I love that idea. That's really great. Yes, you definitely need to come up with a name for that. Yes, it works. Well, you have to get ink. Oh, could you still get that? Do you reckon? Hello, Sandra. Sandra's joining us. Do you reckon you can still get that now? I suppose you probably could somewhere. What a find though. So what else are you on the lookout for your 1950s cabin? Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, so this quilt has been onto a long arm machine, and it's got like a pattern on it. It's actually got butterflies. I can see it's got a butterfly pattern on it where they stitched it over. It's all been done in hexiform as well. So you're going to love this one, Dale, when you see it. It's been done. I've done it in diamonds, hexagons and triangles. It's pretty big, so I'm not going to be able to show you. Well, when I'm back in, maybe when I'm back in my big sewing, I'll show you. But obviously at the moment we're using it on our bed because it's really nice. You know, just doing it in hexiform and then doing it with a very light. So this has got a cotton lawn fabric on the back. So doing it in that is perfect for a summer quilt. Honestly, it makes it still makes you feel cozy. You've also got a 1959 cuckoo clock. Amazing. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You're going to get some fabrics as well. I think they do retro fabrics, don't they? Do what do you call it? Like reproduction. Is that the right word? Reproduction fabrics? I think that's what it is. Yes, I'm going to go that way, and then my label is on, and then this can be returned to my it's going to be returned to our bedroom. Yeah, maybe it's going to use those words. Who knows? Anyway, we will see. Anyway, are you good, Sandra? Have you had a good day? Have you had a good day? So I've been doing lots of... So this morning, I wasn't planning on going out this morning, but I ended up going out this morning because I accidentally held on to the keys from yesterday from where I was teaching. Oops. And so I had to go and meet with the lovely Karen and give them back to her. So I did. So I went back and I gave them to her, and that was all good. I had a lovely coffee with her. Yeah, I tell you what, I needed a coffee this morning. It's like, oh, just needed that. And then been back sort of like lunchtime and just carried on with doing loads of stuff on our events page, and loads. Your fan just went. Oh no. I could find mine at the screen if you like, Dale, to see if that brings any towards you. Just pottering in your workshop, Sandra. I love that. Was it quite hot in there, or have you got a fan to keep you cool? Yeah, we were talking about those neck fans. I was talking with my good friend Karen about those neck fans, but the problem is those neck fans, I mean, they're great, but then you get all the wind in your ear holes, you can't hear anything, and then you get like really hot around the back of your neck, so this kind of defeats the object, doesn't it? Here comes CCF5. Welcome to CCF5. Hope you are good. So I'm just going to finish doing this label, then I've got one more label to do. It's the NHS one we need to finish off. I'm thinking I'm going to do it in blue, because remember it's got a... I'll show you it again in a minute, because it's very beautiful. And then my quilt labeling is done, but I mean until the next lot. That's the thing, until the next lot. I am getting there. I am actually winning with it. Let me show you this quilt. Let's see. La 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 la. So that's the back end. So it is actually a Liberty fabric, and which is really nice. Now the other quilt I've got will go into my TikTok shop in that Liberty fabric, and I was going to do some work on it tonight, but I think I'm going to just be too hot if I've got that on my lap and I've got to stitch it. I need it to be a bit cooler. Anyway, so this is the front. Let me show you the front. I'll open it out. It is quite big. Obviously, it's a double bed size. So it's not really king size, but double bed size. But look at this one. There you go. Can you see? It's there. So it's really, really lovely. It's got diamonds, and then it's got, so a lot of it's diamonds. That's like a that's a diamond. There's some triangles. There's a triangle there, and then there's also hexagons. Is this a hexagon one, or is this just a? There was two that I made. Basically, I made two that are very, very similar. Thank you so much, Dale. Thank you so much. It's very pretty, isn't it? So there were two that I made that were very, very similar. And I'm just trying to find you a hexagon. Yeah, there's a hexagon. That one there. Well, that's a hexagon. I'm going to look out for a gramophone. Ah, play your vinyls on because I'm old vinyl from the 1950s. That's amazing. Hello, Cassie. Welcome to you this evening. Hope you're good. So I'm probably going to stay on until about 10, I reckon. And got a few bits and bobs I've got to do. Thought we might, after doing that other quilt label, we're going to get onto Jelly Roll Race quilting because I've got the birthday one. We could do a bit more of that. And I really should be doing some of my Emmeline Pankhurst quilt, but I suppose we could do some of that actually. Maybe we could do some of that because that'd be quite easy because I can put it on here. Maybe we'll do that. Anyway, so yeah, so that is that one. And I really, really, really love this one. And it's perfect because I've only ever done it. I've done it in hexiform. There is no, no wadding in this at all. Just the hexiform, which is like very, very thin wadding. But yeah, so there you go. Look. Oh, hang on. This one I really, really like. I like this one. So it looks like, so that's all diamonds in the middle to create that like star shape. Then you've got the hexagons, then you've got the triangles, and then you've got all these diamonds up here. But what I did have to do was, so this was actually a block of the month that I received. But what I did was I saved it up into all 12 months, did it in one hit over about 3 months, literally stitched it in 3 months. Like I'm only doing it in the evening, not doing it all day long, just in the evening. But you did have to create the own, thank you, Dale. You did have to create the corners yourself because there was no instruction on the corners. But can you see like the long arming process? Look, can you see that there? You can see the stitching there. I'm trying to see if I can find, it's very, unless you see it really up close, it's very difficult to see. You can see like a butterfly. I put butterfly, I think I did butterflies and hearts on it. I do like butterflies and hearts. There's a butterfly there. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with that one. Now the thing is, the minute I'm going to put it on the floor for the minute because my pussycats are going to come along and want to sit on it. And then we'll put it. You can see, look, you can see how big it is. So it is quite big. I just had it folded up. I put it down there. When I go to do my curtains later, I will put it back on a bed. Oh, you saw the butterfly. Good. It is really lovely, isn't it? It is quite difficult to know actually what to do, on the quilt. What's the word? What kind of pattern to do when you have it long arm, because you get all these, these options, and it's like I don't know. There's so many. That's the thing with long arming. So I have actually been offered to go to somewhere where they have long arms. You've been on holiday this week and just relax your husband, get a deck chair and see. That's nice, Sandra. I really, really like that. My husband gets the deck chair and sits outside. How lovely. There you go. I was right. Jinxie Cat's come along and she's sat on it already. Literally taken like, how long was that? We'll be counting. 30 seconds. Oh no, it's all right. It's Jinx. It's fine. Anyway, so no peace. Oh, Sandra. Maybe have a different holiday when he's not around. You go on your holiday, I'll go on my holiday. That's what's really, really great to go on. Oh, hurrah! I've won the appeal day. It's just come up on my screen. Hurrah! Hurrah! Anyway, so that's why a lot of people go on sewing retreats, Sandra, because you can go on a sewing retreat and then that can be your little holiday. There's another thing actually I've been working out, email everybody today about our sewing retreat, because we've got that in October coming up. That's going to be quite nice. Anyway, right, where is my NHS? I did write it out. What's going to put? Oh, there it is. There. Right. So this one. Going to put the NHS Patchwork Wellbeing Workshop Quilt. It needs one. It doesn't need an S on it. Quilt. Hand sewn by the staff in 7 hospitals between March and September 25. Assisted by the Shukwa team. That is, and then I put something together. This could be quite a long label. Put together by CEO of SHQA. There you go. How about that? That's going to be quite good. So, so we'll do this label. We could do a little bit of the Emmeline Pankhurst one because I haven't done that in ages actually. There's a bit, and I can kind of show. It might be quite difficult to see though because it's all in white. We'll see how we go anyway. So this is the NHS one, and I don't know if you've seen this one. If you haven't seen this one, I will tell you all about it. So basically, last year we went into 7 different NHS hospitals, sewing with the staff from cleaners up to brain surgeons, basically, and they all made like these squares, which are 4-inch squares. So these, you could easily do this because look, this is in hexiform. All of these squares are hexiform, and then I've literally just stitched them all together. And they were 5-inch fabric square and a 4-inch. Hello, Homestead. Welcome to you. Welcome to you. I should just go check something. Hold on a minute. Right. Okay. No, that's fine. Still one underway. So anyway, there was yes, there are 4-inch squares, hexiform squares, and then the fabrics were 5-inch. And so what we got them to do was to stitch. I showed them how to like thread needles and then stitch each one. And then I put this quilt together. There's 169 squares in it. I put it together over Christmas, and literally that's before I started doing TikTok lives. So you guys would never have seen this when it was apart. There is actually a little. I think there's our here comes Sarah. Hello, Liv. Welcome to you. I think there is a video out. Yeah, there is. There's a video out actually on my YouTube channel about this quilt and show me putting it together. So you can always go and watch that later on if you want to. But what I need to do is I need to put a label on it. Now, what are we doing tonight? Love that, Sarah. What are we doing tonight? Okay, so I've literally just labelled one of my quilts because you're a bit late, Sarah. You're only like 20%. You're easy, let go of your, you're going to tie your hands, you cross and finish your shit. That's some, well, you use, I mean, I say it's not amazing that you lost your job, Cairo, but it is amazing that you got me more time to do that and enjoy it. Why not enjoy it? Anyway, so it says 100. So anyway, so what we're doing tonight, Sarah, is the first thing is I've labelled my other quilt I've just put down. Oh no, how long have I missed? You missed about 20 minutes, not long, actually not long. So I labelled one of my Liberty quilts, that's been done. And I'm now going to label this one. This is the NHS quilt. So this is the one that's going to be on display at our quilt show in September. And we're actually going to display it on both sides because the wording on the back is incredible. And so the original plan when we started stitching with the staff in the hospitals were that the quilts were going to be given out on the dementia wards. But then the problem was, I then realised it wasn't a problem, but then I realised that actually what they're doing is they're creating a piece of art and was bringing the washing in and folding it. Yeah, not long, Sarah. Oh, Dale, get some sun cream on, get some sun cream. I'm definitely not a sun worshiper and not sit outside. I'd rather be indoors and drinking lots of water. Anyway, so the quilt got put together. So there's 13 rows of 13, so there's 169 squares. And so it's quite big, but on the back is loads of writing. Can you see all the writing? It is incredible. So what I need to do is I need to create a label to hang at the bottom, because when this goes on display at our quilt show, actually I'm just going to get a needle threaded up because there's a few little bits and bobs I need to redo. It's going to be hanging, so you can see both sides of the quilt, so people can like read a quilt and enjoy it that way. So that's going to be wonderful. And anyway, so yes, I got to label this one, but the thing is with this label, I can't put it on the quilt like the other ones. It needs to be hanging down the bottom because otherwise, it's going to block out some of the wording, isn't it? That's going to be the problem. Where did I spotted that there we go. Just these top ones, because where I folded it a couple of times, I just need to stitch this back together. But yeah, so you can kind of see, look, you can kind of see the writing there. But yeah, thank you so much for liking my live. Can you see the wrong side? This is the wrong side. That's the right side. Would you believe it's actually raining? How mad is that? Thank you, Cara, for liking my live. Don't forget to share it as well if you're able to. That would be amazing. Yeah, it's actually raining. Hurrah! Woohoo! I know what's going to happen. I mean, it's still really warm, isn't it, though? Oh, it's proper raining now. You might hear it. That's really raining. Hopefully the internet will not go. So I have got the fan on as well. Anyway, so yeah, so I'll show you the other side of it. So I'll show you one side, and hurrah! You're meant to get thunderstorms. Well, yeah, it's proper coming in now. Proper coming in. if we are going to get thunderstorms? It's still really sunny out there though, so that means that should be a rainbow at some point. You can hear it. It's really loud, isn't it? Really loud. On my roof. That's what you can hear. So, I mean, there are a couple of squares that weren't written on. Generally, on the whole, they did write on the back of their squares. Like, they would put, like, their names and the date and everything else. And if it gets too loud, we might have to... Ah, hello, Karen Smith. How are you? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Another time, especially you're going to sleep in a caravan. Oh, I know. Yes, I mean, I should just realise my door is open like about that much. I just realised. I think it's all right. I want to get some air in. Obviously, can't have it too wide because of the cat. I can't wait for it to rain. Scotland are dying for rain. I'll send it up. I'll push it from Brighton up to you. How about that? That would be quite cool. There you go. That's it. That's all we're getting. That's it now. No more rain for the rest of the year. How funny. Let me just see if there's another bit I need to stitch. So yeah, so you can see this is the back of it, and that is obviously the front of it. So the front has all the fabric, the back has all the writing. Just got to make sure there's another little bit there I needed to do. Just do that bit there, and then we can work out the label, and I'll show you. So it's really, really nice. Some of the quotes on it are really, your plants need it. Send the rain to Sarah, send the rain. And to Dale for her strawberries. How is that? I didn't even know it was even forecast any kind of rain. Let's see who else. Yes, if you've got any questions while I'm sewing, do let me know. And if not, I'll just waffle on about my sewing like I usually do. Your tomatoes, cucumbers and chilies also need it badly. Oh, chilies, lovely. Are they like really, really strong, really hot chilies, Sarah, or are they just like, you know, your average chilies? There's no point in me actually trying to grow anything because it would just die. And funny enough, actually, when I went today, I saw this like really cute little kids gardening set. I nearly got it for my little friend Joshua for Christmas, and I thought, don't know whether he'd like it or not. And then I did think of his poor mum. I thought, yeah, maybe not, because I don't think Danny will be like, should appreciate it. Because if I get a little garden set for him, then she's the one who's going to have to help him. Jalapenos. Oh, nothing too spicy on jalapeno spicy. Honestly, here comes IDK walking in. Hello, IDK. I literally can't deal with any spice whatsoever. I mean, my goodness, my eyes will start watering, and I just like I can't deal with any spice, even like the mildest of things. It's really mad. I never used to be like that. I don't know why I'm like that now, but yeah. So I need to find. I'm just going to open this out because I need to find the top of it. So look, I can show you. I can show you the back. So it's really, really lovely. There's so many lovely. So there's one lady that wrote on it, "Health is wealth." Totally true, totally true. And this one says, where's the other one? There's one that's really, really, really lovely. I mean, they're all really lovely, but one of them, that bit I need to do again as well. Oh, is it what's that one? Thanks. They said many thanks for running the workshops, which was really, really lovely. A lot of them wrote thank you on the back, which I thought was really cute. And I didn't realise until, you know, because I was so my team and I went to these hospitals, and I'm trying to find, I cannot find it for looking. What's that one? Pediatrics, play workers, neonatals, finance. I mean, honestly, there is so many on it. Absolutely so many on it. Right, let's just do this one, then we will get that label done. Because I think what I'm going to have to do, and I'm tempted to maybe, just trying to think, if I could make it like a little, almost like a little quilt hanging at the bottom. Because what I could do is I could put wadding on it, which will make it hang a bit nicer. And then we could stitch it on the bottom. That would be quite cute, wouldn't it? Maybe we'll do that. And I'm thinking I'm going to use the blue fabric, so it kind of like ties in with their colour schemes, shall we say. That would be good. How are you, IDK? Are you good? Have you had a good Thursday? You're looking forward to the weekend? So yes, it's Friday tomorrow, guys. Another end of a glorious week. And then we're nearly in June. That's what I can't believe either. Is it Monday? Monday's the 1st of June. Ooh. Nearly halfway in the year already, and nearly as well, which is really exciting. Our website is nearly a whole year old on the 13th of June, which is National Sewing Machine Day. Did you know that? 13th of June is National Sewing Machine Day. So that's going to be quite exciting. And we're going to be with our partner charity, Tools for Self-Reliance, on that day. They've got a few other things as well to do on that day. It's going to be a busy day, that one. It is going to be a busy day. That's for sure. Right, I'm going to put that up there. Okay, so what we're going to do... Oh, this is it. Look, look, look. This is one of my favourite ones. Yes, I did know. Amazing. Here comes Leon. This is... Here, Leon, look. Here's the perfect quote for you. Are you all ready? I mean, to be honest, it's a perfect quote for anybody, really. It says, do not wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. So true, isn't it? Do not wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. I absolutely love that. Anyway, so let's get the label done for this. Now, the problem is if I put it down... I'm going to get my pussycat's going to come along. I'm going to sit on it, so I have to turf them off it if I go down there. Right, let's find the blue fabric, and I'm going to need some white to go on. So I think I am going to do it. It's brilliant, isn't it, Dale? What a lovely, 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 lovely saying. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it in blue, stitch it on there, and then is that big enough? I don't know if that's big enough. Have I got any white? Do not want to go and find any white. Oh. Well, that'll do. Let's just fold this up while we're here. Fold this one up. Fold this one up. The one I use on that cushion. I'm so happy with that cushion. I'm all done now. I've ordered the cushion for my friends for their wedding next week. It told me to sew it. Just love that, Leon. Love that. Have you had a good day, Leon? What have you been up to? So. Yeah, so the cushion, I'm really happy with the cushion. I'm happy that it's finished. And what's the other thing? I'm thinking, I've ordered their card. I literally was like waiting for my friend Karen this morning. And while she was like arriving, I was like, oh my goodness, quickly, let's order their card. Get that ordered. Because you can't really find it. I mean, it's so difficult. Because you're so happy because you're so happy quilters, absolutely. Yeah, or squilchers. My little friend Josh, who's 5, calls me the happy squilchers. Isn't that great? Yeah, isn't it? What was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, got the card. Yeah, isn't it really difficult to get cards nowadays? Like there's not many shops that have cards, is there? And you just get the usual ones. So you don't get cards with like vow renewal on it. So that's what I need to thought. I'm gonna have to order one. So I had to get so many cards lately. It's like a real card fest almost. It's been too much, too many cards. Right, so we'll do the label for the NHS one, and then we'll get that on it, and then we'll do some Jelly Roll Race quilting, shall we? I think we will. So I'm going to put that there. We're going to do some race quilting. Yes, Steve said we can see Chirpy. I know, but I haven't finished my labels, Leon. I haven't finished my labels. I can't leave this room till I've finished my labels, you see. That's the thing. I'm quite strict on myself. Otherwise, I've got to get them done because I like this machine. When you have your own sewing machine, Leon, you would totally understand why, you would stay in a certain place. I wonder if I'll get it all on there. Maybe. I suppose if we go that way, if I go that way rather than that way, it might actually work better. Right, let's get this one done. Make sure I've got enough bobbin for a start. I can't be doing with bobbins. Okay, so here we go. So this is going to be a long label, people. This is going to be a long label. Okay, we're going to do so the rain has stopped, just so you know. Definitely stopped. NHS Sussex SUSSVX Sussex Trust. I had a real many people really want to see Chirpy. Yeah, I am. That's it. You tell him now. I'm definitely locked in the small sewing room. And to the person that asked me the other day, yes, I do feel very claustrophobic in it. No, I don't. Hello, Lottie, my lovely. How are you? Hope you are good. I was going to say something, and I completely forgot what I was going to say. It will come back to me. NHS Sussex Trust. Patchwork. I think I'm going to put the word patchwork next. Patchwork. KKK, there we are. Right, here we go. If you looked in, let's go out the window. Oh, I'm glad you're well, Lottie. Have you been back for any more of your course this week, or is it just one thing? I'm doing my label for my NHS quilt, Lottie. Yes, let me out of my little sewing room. I've got things to play with though, you know, so I'm all good, I'm all good. I've got a cat, I've got a nice sewing machine. NHS. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I had a really funny dream last night. Isn't it weird when we have weird dreams? It was to do with our quilt show. It was quite funny. I'll tell you in a minute. Yes, trust. I'm kind of thinking I might have to trim this off because otherwise I'm going to end up with too much fabric. Oh, okay. See you later, Leon. Happy playing on your little game. Bye. See you later. Right. I'm actually going to trim this off because otherwise we'll end up with too much fabric here. This is only like the white backing anyway, so it doesn't matter. I can't believe the rain. Yay! Guess what, Dale? I've won all 3 appeals. Woohoo! Good. So clearly the my helper has worked. You know the one, right? Brilliant! I know. Hurrah! Hurrah! Hopefully they'll leave me alone tonight. I think it'd be nice in the blue. It will be nice in the blue. They ought to. Thank you, Dale. What am I making? Lottie, I'm making a label for my quilt tonight. That's one of the things I'm starting off with. And then we might do some more of the jelly roll quilt. Then I'm going to assess what other labels. Oh, here we are. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing a label for my quilt. Here you go. Look, can you see the wording? Da, 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 da. It says the NHS Sussex Trust Patchwork at the moment. And we're going to do so. What I do is I tick it off on my list to make sure I don't do it again. You see, so I'm going to tick it off like that, so then I know. Wellbeing Workshop Quilt. Okay, that's the next bit. I'm going to use the end of this. Actually, dip my finger rather than my. There we go. Right. Wellbeing. How are the cats, Lottie? Are they arguing or are they all good today? My cats have just been lounging out in all the sun. Wellbeing workshops. Do. Work. Where's the K? Where's the K? There's K. Work. Shops. Wellbeing workshop. Oh no, hang on. Workshop. Is it Patchwork Wellbeing Workshop Quilt? Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it? It's not workshops. Quilт. Hand sewn by. Hand sewn by. Right. I think that'll do so far. Let me just say now you can share it, Dale. Share my live. Yes, if anyone wants to share my live, please do. We are good to go in the world of TikTok. It worked. Sometimes it does. Right, here we go. Ah, thank you so much. I want this one to be as straight as possible because it is going to be hanging up for everybody to see. Because eventually this will go to the hospital, you see, and they'll have it on display up there. Check it on the, making sure it's straight. Okay, I think we'll get hand sewn in. I think that'd be alright. And my hair keeps getting in my face, Lottie. It's very annoying. I've got the fan on me. Oh, I think I'm not going to do the by. I'm going to leave that to the next line, I think. It's coming quite far over. Voila. Nice colour fabric. Ah, you love blue cupboard. Ah, it's amazing, Lottie. It's nice actually, isn't it? It's like a navy blue. Do you do any sewing, Lottie, or do you just like watching sewing? I think I might have asked you that before. I can't remember what you said. Wellbeing Workshop Quilt, hand sewn by BY by. Right, I'm going to tick it off on my list again. Hand sewn by the staff, STAMF. Staff in 7 hospitals. It's a lot, isn't it? We did go to a lot. 7. I definitely want to do it again. It was great fun. Hospitals. HOSPITALS. 7 hospitals. Right, okay. You have purple walls and blue carpet. Love that. Hello, Grammy's Craft Room. Welcome to you. Try and keep it as straight as possible. That is the plan. There. Oh no. Ah. It is literally bunged up. That is, do not do this to me. Not when it was all going so well. I spotted it right at the minute. Look, it's bunged up the. That is not great. So now we've got to spend time unpicking that to redo it. It is doable, but let's get the unpicker. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. It was all going so well. The machine's like, look, I've done enough labels now. I've done enough labels. That's the thing. Actually, I think this is going to come off okay though. Look, look, look. This shouldn't be too much of a pickle, I reckon. Oh, and I'm fed up with them. Too fed up with what? It getting mashed up, Dale. Fed up with sewing machines. They the Exeter show, Dale. That's really near you, isn't it? I had an email from them today. They want me to go to it in September. I'm trying to see if I can fit it in. That's exciting. I'd love to go to that one actually. It would be a good one to go to, I think so. Oh, the machine is, yes. Ah, Nick the Chip has come back. Hello, Nick the Chip. Are you a carpenter by any chance? That would be good. I know, it would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, so, because I said to them, oh, you know, are going to try and come September next year. And they're like, can't you come this year? We want you to come this year. I'm like, let me see what I can do. Because the thing is, I've got another wedding to go to in September. And technically it's another vow renewal. This is the problem, you see. This is what's happening at the moment. Is all those weddings, you know, all those weddings that I did for all those years. Well, the ones that are still together, they are now renewing their wedding vows. So they're obviously inviting me to go to their wedding vow renewals. And so another one in September, which is on the Saturday, I think. And I think the show is on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I might go on the Thursday. But you know, it's a long old drive for me. It really is. But I think it'll be good. They referred to it as their local show. It's like, oh, okay. I suppose technically it probably is for them actually. But I'm going to see if I can get them as much of this off as possible. And you demonstrated your sausage in how do I find you? How do you find me, Linda? Oh, I remember. I think I remember you, Linda. You mean when I did the what do you call it? The city quilting. Yes, you're a carpenter. Ah, you're playing the tune trying to get used to it. I knew you was a carpenter, Nick. I knew you was a carpenter. I thought it has to be. So when Linda, when you say pick me up to go by, I will, Dale. I could pick you up, couldn't I? I'll pop a rosette on you. We can travel off to go to the show. That would be great fun. That would be great fun. How do I find you? When you mean how do you find me, Linda? Do you mean like on my sewing days? Because they're all listed on our events page. If you go onto our events page, I've got completely free Zoom sewing days you can get involved in. I'm actually going back there. Hello, Aina. Welcome to you. I'm actually going back there on the 13th of June, Linda. I'm not demoing that though, because it's different. Because I'm doing a tour. I'm actually doing talking all about the history of sewing machines when I go there in June. So that'll be exciting. This is annoying. This is very annoying. And May, what's your demos? Ah, thank you so much, Linda. Thank you. Yeah. So actually, I might be doing that again shortly. Because when I've done this one, I was thinking about getting my Emmeline Pankhurst quilt out, and that actually is all city quilted, but it is in a white, because at the moment most of it's in a white and a cream actually, technically speaking. I'm just trying to rescue my label at the moment, but yeah, if you want to book in for our tour, I think there's still spaces to go on it on 13th of June if you're around for that. And there's only, so the tour is in the morning, and then like the event for the stash thing is in the afternoon. But yeah, I'm not doing demos because there won't be any space on this particular one because I'm doing the stuff in the morning. But yeah, did you sign up to our membership, Linda? Because you'll get all the information that come out about our events that are going on in that. And also at our quilt show in September, there is going to be I'm doing city quilting demos there as well. So if you're able to come along to that, Linda, that would be great. You could come and see it there. Right, I'm actually getting there. I cannot believe it did that. Why did it do that? It's so annoying. So annoying. I'm just trying to oh, where do you find the demo? So at the moment, I don't know if the city quilted one has gone up on. Oh, no, I think it has. Hang on a minute. Oh, how do you sign up? Okay, so all you do is, so in the bio of, I'm just going to look at my YouTube channel. Hold on a minute while I'm talking about this. In our bio on the TikTok is our website address. You can click on that and then go to the join button, and then you can sign up completely for free. And I'm just going to have a look on our YouTube channel, which is exactly the same name as this one. I think the city quilted demonstration is actually on there now. Let me have a little look. It's called, you have to go down a little bit because obviously I've got a lot on my YouTube channel now and all my TikTok lives that go on it. Oh yeah, there you go, look. So a month ago, we posted on our YouTube channel when I was at the Newmarket show and I did the city quilting demonstration. And
transfer your old.
so annoying. Hang on a minute. Let me show you. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to turn this right down. If I can find it. If I can find it. Come on, come on. I don't want to really silly adverts. Well, anyway, it kind of... It says how to stitch your scraps. For peace of mind, city quilting demonstration. That is on my YouTube channel. And it's a month ago I posted it on there. So go and have a little look at that one. But yeah, so our website is in our bio. There's going to be... There's always information on there about sewing days that are coming up. Right, let's see if we've won. I'm kind of like, oh, I can't believe that was going so well, and then it's all bunged up. It's just this bit here. Can you see that? Just that little bit there. There we go. What's a BUYO? I have no idea. Where are you seeing that, Linda? You have to like. Let me know. Are you seeing that on my YouTube channel? Oh, bio. Yeah, my bio. BI. That's it. Exactly how Snowflakes put it. BIO. So on the on TikTok, at the top it's got the bio, as in the information basically about our channel, and in there it's got a link to what our website is. It's difficult for me to tell you because if I say it, then I'm going to get stung by TikTok. Yes. But basically, if you just go into your search engine, like on your phone or wherever you're doing, and just put in the So Happy Quilters Association, you'll find it. You'll find our website. And then you can go to the join page, click on that, and that will show you. And you can just sign up for the free membership. And were you the lady that got the sewing machine when you were there? There was a couple of ladies that got there. It was a good day, actually, wasn't it? Really, really good day. And I did finish off that, you know, the African fabric quilt. I did finish it off. Yeah, he was. Ah, amazing, amazing. Yeah, so 13th of June, Linda, there's a thing. So the tour is in the morning, but the afternoon starts at, I think it starts... Hang on, I can tell you that. Hold on a minute, because literally it's coming out in my next newsletter. And let me just go to it on here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we are. Right. Hold on. I'll let you know. It's right at the end. It is... There it is. Oh, 1 o'clock. Yeah, so the tour is in the morning, 10:30, 12. At Towards Self-Reliance, but in the afternoon is the sewing machine and haberdashery sale, and that is 1 till 3 p.m. And so we're going to be there. So I'm going to be there with you remember Beryl from last time. I'm going to be there with Beryl again, and it'd be nice to see you, Linda. If you want to come pop along and say hello, there's going to be tea available this time. I'm definitely going to get a tea. Yeah, can't wait. Put it in your diary. I mean, if you want to do the tour, which is at 10:30, you'd have to ring the charity to get booked onto it, because there's only 12 spaces. And then this is really driving me mad. Is the newsletter out? No, the newsletter's not out yet, Dale. It comes out on the... I've actually almost finalised it. There's a few little bits and bobs that needed finalising, but it's coming out on the 1st of June. It always comes out usually on the 1st of the month or the last day of the previous month. So it'll either come out, say, 31st of May or the 1st of June. So yeah, but there's going to be a special one halfway through June, which is all about our quilt show. And then there'll probably be another special one in July about the quilt show as well, because we've got a lot. There's a lot to say about the quilt show. There's a lot, believe me. That's the other thing as well. Yeah, I had this. So obviously, you know, there's a lot of work that we're doing to organise it, and I had this really random dream last night. Everybody like turned up and started setting up wherever they wanted to set up. And I was like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. It was really funny. So what am I doing now? Linda, I am literally trying to rescue this label. So I'm doing this label for this NHS quilt, but my sewing machine's decided to chomp it all up, and I'm just trying to get a few little stitches out to be able to rescue it, basically. And I think I'm winning. It's so annoying because look, so I've done all that letter in there. That's all really nice, and I've just got this bit here. But because it's decided to chunk itself up, I cannot start this again. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes I do, because I just think, you know what? I'm spending so long getting it all off, picking all these little stitches out, that actually it's going to be quicker just to start over again. Sometimes I do. So yeah, so how's your new machine going, Linda? Is it good? Have you been enjoying that? I can't even remember what, don't say the make, because TikTok won't be happy about that, but you can say the model. I can't remember what model you got. I think I do remember roughly what make. It was a busy day though, wasn't it? And do you know what? They raised a lot of money as well, which is amazing. They were really chuffed. Really, really chuffed. Yeah, because that was National Quilting Day when we were there. And obviously this is, we're going for National Sewing Machine Day. You let me give up. No, exactly, I will not give up. I will not give up until I get to a point where, right, okay, this is taking me way too long now. I've just got, if I can get this little bit here, that's why I've got my little tweezers out, because sometimes that works as well. And then my little snippers. I have got little tiny snippers somewhere. Okay, you will not defeat me. Is excellent. Had a go. Bought it for your daughter's learning. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy that you're happy. It was, yeah, it was a good day. And you got some good bargains as well, didn't you? But that's going to be, that video is going to go up soon. Oh, look, I think I might have done it. I think I might have done it. I think I very have. Turn it into some kind of Disney song. Or I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, I did. Ah, right. Hello, Miley. Welcome to you. Right, so I think we're good to go. But before we go, finish off this rather, I need to have a drink. Hold on a minute. I found my biscuits from last night I never had. I'm like, oh, I'll have those later. Maybe when I make a cup of tea. I'll put you guys on pause and make a cup of tea. Right, so let's carry on. So we've got the word buy. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and make sure we get it in the same. Okay, that's going to come up a little bit. Okay, let's go. Wish me luck. I know, my biscuits, Dale, my biscuits. The ones that I got from my daughter. Do you remember? You remember Leon was saying that, I'm just going to make sure it's going to move. There we go. I think it has. Hurrah. Well, good. We're going to carry on. Yeah, we'll do, as Linda's popped in to stay with us for a bit, we'll do that after this. After I've done this label, we'll get my Emmeline Pankhurst quilt out and we'll do a bit on that. That'd be quite nice, actually. A bit of a change. 7. Yes, have you got any questions? Let me know. Any so many questions or any questions at all? I'll answer them to the best of my ability. If you're able to share my live as well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. 7 hospitals. Ah, thank you so much, Linda. I'll show you it in a minute, actually, the NHS one. Hello, Daisy, my lovely. How are you? Hope you are good. Okay. I mean, it's not, the thing is, you can read it. By the staff in 7 hospitals. All right. I mean, let me get my tick list again. I'm very good, actually, Daisy. I am happier that it is cooler. I'm happier that I've managed to rescue my label, and I feel like I've made progress today. Do I have a pattern for the lovely handbag that I make? Oh, you mean my my scrappy one? That one. Do you know what? I actually don't. But just thought I'd spelt it wrong then, a slight panic. Yeah, I thought you meant that one. I don't, but I mean, I'm actually going to be doing a pattern soon for a scrappy zippy pouch. So it technically would be the same, but with like with a handle on it. Right, between. So yeah, so I will be doing that at some point. Hold on a second. That's better. I'm back. It's all right. Just to check on my daughter. Check she's all right. So between where do we get to? March and September 2025. That's when they made this quilt. CH March. And where's the end sign? Where's the end sign? There's the end. Oh, there's the end sign. And September. EPTEMBER 2025. But Linda, I do have a I'm glad you love that bag. I definitely will do that at some point. But I do have a TikTok shop as well. So where the near where the bio is, there is like a little basket thing, and that's my TikTok shop. And in there I've got one of my quilts, I've got some zippy pouches, I've got a couple of kits in there, and there is actually a pattern for a Patchwork Crosses block with the kit that you need to make it. So you can always have a look at that if that interests you at all in the meantime. But yeah, I did like making my crazy patchwork bag. Hello Rhonda. Ah, thank you Leon. I'm glad your teddies have said come back and watch me. Should really sit up straight. Hold on a minute. Yeah, that's the thing with stones. You do find it not going like that. Should sit up straight. March. And September. Like I said, this is going to be a very long label. I can feel that coming on. Probably one of the longest ones yet. Mm, 2025. Well, I'll answer that in a second, Linda. There we go. So no, this machine is this machine is it's a memory craft. It's a 9450 QCP. I can't give you the brand because they'll get me. But the model is 9450 QCP, and it's a quilting machine, but it does lots of lovely lettering and lots of lovely like patterns and stuff like that. It is a great machine, and yeah, Dale, you could get it because it's a really great pattern to do, and the patchwork crosses, and it's got like the hexiform with it, so you don't have to, get some of that. March and September 2025, assisted by. Let me just see if it's going. Boys, okay. it's straight. Hello Hudson Valley, welcome. Yeah, so if you just started watching me now, wonder what I'm doing, I'm currently making a label for a NHS quilt that we sewed with staff in the hospitals, and also if you haven't followed me on TikTok, then please do. I'm live most days, assisted by SHQA team, or the SHQA team. Yes, I'm just doing the lettering on it. The SHQA team. SHQA team. Here we go. Yeah, that'd be nice. Is that a gift? Or so what you mean? This one that I'm doing? So no. So this one actually, which is here, Linda. It's this one. So that label is for this quilt, which I'll show you a bit more in a minute. This is actually going to be on display as art in the hospital. So it's going to be on display first of all at our quilt show in September, and then once they've displayed it, it's going to go back to the hospital to be displayed in there as art. Yeah. So I don't think they'll sell it. I think the plan is to keep it as art, that one. Yeah, I know. It's very lovely. Yeah, so so my team and I, obviously you've met some of them, haven't you, Linda? You've met Beryl and Nita, I think they're with me. So Beryl, Nita, Eloise, Danny. We all went to like 7 hospitals last year to go and sew with them, and we made that quilt. And now we're sewing with the children's hospital. That's what we're doing this year. Although if they invited us back, we would definitely come back, I reckon, to go out to the hospitals again. I'll read you what this says when it's done. Yeah, so there's got to be a label that's hanging down the bottom, because obviously on that quilt, you need to be able to see both sides of it, because you've got the fabric on the front and then you've got the writing on the back, so you need to see both sides of the quilt. So assisted by the SHQA team. Yeah, Linda, you can tell everybody you've met. I think you might be the only one, maybe, that's on right now that have met that actually met my other team in person, because everybody else sees them on my YouTube channel and everything. That's amazing, such living do. Yeah, because you met Beryl and Nita, didn't you, when you saw us at Tools for Self-Reliance? That's such a great day. Right, assisted by the SHQE team, put together by me. Put P-U-T-T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R, put together by me. Yes, yeah, I thought you did, yeah. R-A-C-H-E-L. I think I've now remembered where the how to find the apostrophe. I do tend to forget. R-O-S-I-O. Right, here we are. Hi, I found a way to see you. Ah, how is my daughter? Is he? Well, she's sitting by lots of fans, Linda. Thank you so much for asking. She literally got all the fans on her, I know. And when we actually went out yesterday to get a bit of air, which was really, really good. So have you found a way to see my TikTok shop then, Leon? Well, I'm glad you have. You can get your mum or something. Oh, I love how he does the queue. I just realised. Yes, I've travelled quite a bit since I saw you, Linda, when we were there. I've been all over the place, but it feels like it. We went to Northern Ireland, we went to Melbourne, we went to Bath. I've been to the Isle of Wight, I've been everywhere. Oh, my name's going to be very long. I'll read that in just 1 minute. Are you looking for your demos? I'm not that good at social media. Oh, I tell you what, if you email me, Linda, so you got my website, if you just email Rachel at, and then shqa.co.uk, email me, I'll send you the links. I'll email you the links to what you need to look at. But then when you sign up for the membership, you'll get all everything emailed to you anyway, all the links, all the latest stuff. Or you can message me on TikTok and I can do it that way, I think. I think I can. Oh. Voila. Yeah, do that. I just wondering. No, I think I'm going to do the same one. I think, do I do something else going around it on this one? Like something else around the pattern. Okay. Put together by me. The CEO of SHQA. Did I forget to do a Q, you know, on this lettering? Or you go do some sewing? Yes. Oh, you don't even know the message on TikTok? Oh, I think if you click on me, like the username for this account, so happy quilters, it should say message, and then you can message me that way. Dale, you might be able to advise on that. I'm sure that's how you do it. And then I just accept it. Hello, Jean. Welcome to Jean. I need to go get a cup of tea in a minute. Yeah, it does. There you go. Hello, Laura. Welcome to you, Laura. Oh, I just realised I should have put, oh, it's too late now. I should have put the So Happy Quilters Association, but never mind. It doesn't matter. This is a message for me. It's a message for me because you put age 18. Yeah. Oh, Leon, be careful. Be very, very careful. Right. Amazing. I mean, it's not too wonky. So it says, the NHS Sussex Trust Patchwork Wellbeing Workshop Quilt, hand sewn by the staff in the 7 hospitals between March and September 2025, assisted by the SHQA team, put together by me, Rachel D'Ambrosio, the CEO of SHQA. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put one of our labels on it. That's what I'll do. Because then, you know, it will say, So Happy Quilters. That's probably the best thing to do. And what I need to do is I just need to snip. There. And then what we'll do is I'm going to so I need to kind of square that up because I'm going to turn it into the label. I'm going to do that pattern around the edge because I really, really like that pattern. Right, here we go. We want the pictograph, don't we? That's the one I like. That one. Needle, cotton, scissors. There we go. Right. Let's do this. This is the pattern that I like, Linda. And anybody else is watching. Oh, somebody doing something like that. Oh, it would be a city quilt. Yeah. Absolutely, you can do it. I definitely need to go make a cup of tea in a minute. I am gasping. I don't think I drunk a tea. I had coffee this morning. That was the thing. And I had my juice, but can you see the pattern there? It's really cool, this one. And we'll take the backing off, that we always do. Voila. Oh, I love the cotton reel. Isn't it great, Linda? Isn't it great? Look, can you see that? Look, so basically the cotton reel goes into the scissors that goes into the needle, that goes into the cotton reel, that goes into the scissors, that goes into the needle, and then it goes all the way around. I mean, it's really, really great. And what type of backing? I know, it is big wow. It's amazing. So no, so, to be honest, all that is an old sheet. That's all that is. Just to like put, because you don't, I mean, you don't have to put, when you're doing the letter, you don't have to put that on it, but I do find it's better. It doesn't mash up so much. But I love this particular machine. I love it for the lettering. And I do have another one in my other sewing room, but I literally, I like the lettering on this one. I like the fan. I think it's because of that pattern. That's what it is. It's that pattern that gives me every single time. It is just so cute. It really is very, very cute. Right. What time are we on? We are on 20 past 8. We'll just go on 20 past 8. I'm going to put you guys... There we go. Right, just going to put you guys on pause for a minute, and I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. I will be back shortly. Do not go anywhere. I am back. My tea is ready, as in my cup of tea. Got my cup of tea right behind me, so that's helpful. And there's nothing like a cup of tea I don't know what it is with tea, because it definitely cools me down in the heat. I absolutely need it. Anyway, I'm going to pop that up there. And got my scrappies. Right, so what I need to do now is I need to basically square this up so we can stitch it onto that. Oh no, we're not going to stitch it onto that, are we? We're going to stitch it like that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it into a hangy label. Yeah, is it? Ah, oh, here a little birdie. Can you hear a little birdie? Sounds like chirpy, Leon. Didn't that sound like chirpy? I mean, it's not chirpy, but definitely sounded like chirpy. Right. So I think what I'm going to do... What's this? AO summary is saying, sewing a unique quilt with a copper pattern. There's not a copper pattern, AR summary. Oh, my goodness me. Right, so I'm trying to work out what's the best way to do this, because I want to make sure it's as straight as we can get it to go on the... So it's good, because this is going to hang down from that quilt, and also I need some wadding. I think that's the best thing to do. Let me see what wadding I've got in my stash. I kind of need something a bit thick. Really, I need fabric to back it. Who would it take away? Oh, I thought you had to wash it. Oh, no. Just, I mean, any, yeah, because obviously just for the lettering, really, to back that, I'll just rip that off. So usually, you see, Linda, I would literally fold it like that, and stitch it onto my quilt. But this quilt, for the NHS quilt, it's got to be shown on both sides at our quilt show. It's got basically got to show both sides. So this is going to be hanging like underneath it. So that's why I've got to back it with something as well. So I'm thinking that if I ironed it like that, and then I'm going to flip it over. I need to shut my cupboard door, otherwise the cats will start getting in there. We don't want no pussycats in my... Now that's not going to be enough, so I'm going to have to put those two pieces together. That's not a problem. We can do that. I absolutely love putting scraps of wadding together. What's that, Leon? Why was there someone called Leon? Who was that? I have no idea, Leon. I guess that was you. Is it called a stabiliser? Well, no. So an interfacing really is a stabiliser. So I could put an interfacing in it, but I'm just going to basically make it a bit padded. So it's let's get my iron on. Put my phone over there. I think they're pretending to be me. I think they were you. You mean, Leon? They were you. Right. Kind of needs to go like that. Oh, here comes a jinxie cat. I need to put it at that direction. I think. No, it wasn't you. I think it was you. Just so you know, Linda, Leon always keeps us very entertained. He is our future moderator of the SHQA. No, it wasn't you. Ah, here comes Dylan. Welcome, Dylan. Welcome to you this evening. Hope you are good. I'm trying to get this straight. No, probably Chirpy. Yeah, what Chirpy was pretending to be you? I'm trying to get it as straight as possible. So I think that will be okay, because then we're just going to stitch it around, put the wadding together. You might see a pussycat in a minute, Linda. There was a cat lurking, one of my cats. How are you, Dylan? Hope you are good. How's your sewing going? Didn't you go do some sewing last night? I vaguely remember that. No, my Jinxie cat has decided to go back to see my daughter. She's gone back over that way. Thank you so much for liking my live. Don't forget to share it as well. That would be very helpful. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to be around in the evening. And then, oh no, that's really sad to hear that, Linda. I'll see if I can entice Jinxie cat to come over and have a look. Sometimes she likes to sit over here. And then I've got my other two, but the other two are in the other room. So they'll be, you know, they're not coming along. You've made progress for the last couple of days. That's amazing. That's amazing. Leon, I don't think my daughter will be bothered by those numbers at the moment. Right, I'm just going to have a little tidy up, because otherwise I end up with so much stuff out. So I think what I need to do is just need to make sure that's going to be enough fabric, first of all. It should be, Yeah. So the next job is to put these two little bits of wadding together, because it's not big enough for what I need. So I'm going to do a zigzag. Oh, hang on. So yeah, so I do like putting scraps of wadding together. So all you need to do, so if you've got like say 2 bits like this, you want to put them together, you just like basically butt them up against each other, run them through the sewing machine. So if I go like, hang on a minute, there, you can see this, see that a bit better. And then I'm going to run through the sewing machine on a zigzag stitch, and then that'll stitch them together. And then you can use them for something else. Well, I did not get them together initially. There we go. Now it's together. Love a bit of scrap wadding. You just, oh no, you did not, Dylan. Never, ever, ever throw out scrap wadding. Look, look. Another fab tip you never knew. There you go, you see. You're going to log into all of my lives now, aren't you, Linda? Because I give out lots of top tips. I'm all about top tips. I love doing, I'm going to do some jelly roll quilting. I'll get out we'll do a bit of the city quilting because I know you'd like to see that. Right, so I'm going to lay that on there. So now, can you see now? You see I've got a big enough piece, because before that I didn't have a big enough piece. Yes, so usually, Linda, I'm on in the evenings between 7 and 10 p.m. or 7:30, 10:30, something like that. Although, so I am tomorrow night. Although, where are we? Let me think. Saturday, I'm going to be on in the morning Saturday because I'm busy afternoon and evening. And then Sunday in the morning, Monday will be in the evening again because I've got Saturday, Sunday, I've got a few little bits and bobs to do. But tomorrow night, I always, when I'm live, I always say what I'm going to be on the next day, so you'll know. And if I'm travelling like I was the other week, you get to see where I am, because I live stream from all different places, as everybody knows. But also as well, so if you miss any of my live streams, they all go onto my YouTube channel, so you can just watch them on there and catch up on there if you want to. Right, so we're going to stitch this through. You're probably wondering how this is going to work. I think I'm going to leave that end open. I think that'll make it neater, I reckon. So that's that side done. Oh, we're looking for your phone. We're looking at it. Oh, that's so funny, Dale. There are times I do that. Sometimes, you know, like when my husband wants to do an update on my phone, I just give him my, you know, say, here's the phone, do some updates. So when he does all the updates, I start panicking. I'm thinking, where's my phone? I don't know where it is. It's weird, isn't it? We're so used to having them in our hands, aren't we? That's what's quite funny. Yeah, so I put lots more events onto the events page this afternoon. I'm still not finished because there's still more to put on it. But I put some dates for next year. So some of the quilt shows that I've been asked to go to, they are now on there. Hello, Rhonda. Welcome, welcome. They are on there for next year. So the March ones are on there. So the Scottish Quilting Show is on there, those dates. The Sewing for Pleasure's on there. Quilt Island's on there. I'm trying to think what else. I've got loads more to do tomorrow. So that is my plan. Well, I've got a meeting now in the morning, a little Zoom meeting thing in the morning. That is to do with Project Linus, so that's exciting. And the lady that's coming to our quilt show, having a chat to her, sorting out a few bits and bobs. And then I'm going to carry on doing all these events. So I've got a bit more. And I've got a pattern to write actually for my crafty stitchers. I've got those on Monday. Oh, Linda, you might be interested in this. So you remember I said that I have like my own it's organised everything. Honestly, I'm literally, you want to check my diary out because everything is in it. It's all colour coded. And I have to stick to it, Linda, because if I don't, I will not know where I am or what I'm doing. I have to stick to it, literally. All my SHQA stuff is highlighted in pink. So I'm like, yes, I know. I know what it's going to be. Yeah, I was going to say, actually, you might be interested, Linda, because my own... So, you know, I have my own quilters that I teach. I think I might have said that to you when I met you, called the Crafty Stitchers. Well, we're now online because it was just getting too expensive to hire the hall, so I've decided we're just going to do it online. And it is for beginners as well, and they're such a lovely, lovely group. And you can... the information for that is actually on our website, so you can have a look and join in with that if you want to. You need a PA. Oh, it's quite funny actually, Linda, because one of my... I don't think you met Susan didn't come with us to that when I saw you, but there's another on one of my, there's quite a few of my YouTube videos, there's a lady called Susan's on it. Anyway, Susan's great. She's one of our really, really great supporters. She calls me her social secretary. Because I'm always like messaging them and going, right, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? They're like, yes, social secretary, we are going. So yeah, I am a super organised person. I always have been. Good job, really. Good job, really. Oh look, I know, it's really funny. So AI Sammy said, Solar Quilt, sharing tips for beginners. Ask about your quilting journey. Ah, I like that. I am actually sharing tips for beginners. Yeah, so we'll get out the we just get this one done, and then I'm going to get the other one. I'll get the Emmeline Pankhurst quilt out because actually it's sitting right beside me. I do need to do some on that really. I haven't done any in ages, and I would like to get it finished because obviously I do take it when I go and do my talks, and people will know what I'm working on now. Aha, there it is. And so, I mean, it looks a bit wonky. Well, it's not wonky because I've kind of gone round in a circle like there. I mean, that's going to hang at the bottom, and I might actually hand stitch that on rather than. I suppose I could machine it on. I don't know. Let's get this done anyway. I need to do an edge around it. Yeah, we'll do an edge. That's what we'll do. You wish it was your daughter is, and he doesn't get it from you. Oh, how funny. Sometimes you do think, where do you get that from? No, I think you're kind of either a very organised person or not, or you like to organise other people. I like to keep people on track. That's what I like to do. Keep you on track. So like our quilt show is going to be like a military operation. There is going to be a spreadsheet for a spreadsheet. You should try and come up to that, Linda, if you can in Brighton. It's going to be such a great event. Yeah, it's quite nice. This is like a little tiny quilt. You're a scatterbrain. Oh. There's more tea in a minute. Thank you, Dylan, for liking my live. Yeah, so I'll show you this other quilt in a minute. The my Emmeline Pankhurst quilt. We'll get that out. And then we'll see what the time is. It's only 8:30. It's only about 8:30. We're good for another couple of hours. Everything is good in the sugar world. Okay. So I just got to decide, do I hand stitch it on? Let me just make sure I've actually caught it, which I have, which is really good. I think I'm going to, let me just get it. Here it is here. I mean, let me just make some space. Hold on a minute. I'm going to put that on there. That can go in my stuffing bag. That can go in my scrap bag. See, every so often you do have to have a little tidy up, people. This is better than boring TV. Thank you very much, Linda. Thank you very much. I could be your favourite channel. Ah, look, you see, look, Dale was saying yes, it is. I could be your favourite channel. But yeah, you know, if you've ever got any questions, any like sewing related questions or anything about what we're up to or what our plans are, that kind of thing, you can always ask. I'll always try to answer it to the best of my ability. If I don't know, I'll go off and find out. That is what I usually do. Right, I'm just having a little tidy up. So I've actually done all that now, so I can tick that off. That is good. I'm going to pop that over there. I'm going to sip of my tea while I'm at it. I'm going to show you this funny little thing. Look, it's a little owl. Isn't that funny? I did that in a little workshop. It was quite cute. I bet you'd like that, Leon, when you look. It's quite squishy. Do you know what? I can't even remember how he made it. I can probably try and work it out. I know it's got a circle at the bottom. It's very cute. It's a bit squishy. Anyway, we'll put him back. Put him back on the shelf. Oh, he fell off. That wasn't very good, was it, Mr. Owl? Go back up there. Oh, I can hear the birdie again. Right. Let's see this. Okay, so I've got to work out where the bottom of the quilt is. The bottom is here. I just need to, got to be really, really careful because I don't want it to go under the machine. It's quite big. It's cute. We need to make a ladybird for your baby granddaughter. Ah, Linda, I love a baby granddaughter. That is very cute. How old is said baby granddaughter? Is she real baby? Is this the one that you got sewing? As in the daughter that you got sewing? Here we go. She's 18 months. Ah, nice. Very, very nice. Ah, you can start making a little quilt for her. Ah, very cute. Is this your first grandchild? Right, so what I'm going to do, you can't really see this because I'm like, let me just whack it, push it down. Ah, even better. Here comes Winter's Embroidery, welcome to you. So what I'm going to do is so you see, that's the bottom of the quilt, and that's actually the middle, so I put the clip in the middle so I know where it is, and I'm literally going to stitch it along there. I think I'm going to hand sew it on, because I don't want to take out too much of that. So if you'd love to, but do it, Linda, do it. You could so on our events page, I have completely free Zoom sewing days that you can get involved with me and some other people. They're called Sit and Sew with the CEO, and I can always like talk you through how to make an easy quilt for your granddaughter. Easily do that. That would be nice. We do Sewing for Cats Protection as well, and the Lewis Foundation. We make cut mats, which you can get involved in. But yeah, I can't remember the next one is. I think it might be June. I think it might be 12th of June. I think something like that. Yeah, it'd be great. Yes, do it. I mean, you just go onto the website and then go to the events page where it's listed, and then you sign up. It says get tickets, and then it's completely free. And then you just get sent the Zoom link to go. I'm just going to pin this on because I want to make sure it's straight. But this one here, this has all been hand stitched, this one, and I'm just putting the label. I think that'd be good look. So that's what it's going to look like on the back. There's actually nothing there, although I might be able to iron some labels or something onto it. That's going to be hanging on the front like that. Yeah, I like it. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. Okay, let's get this stitched on. Now I've got to find my needle, and then what we'll do is we'll do that other quilt. I might shuffle along a little bit so you can see. Actually, it might be difficult with that screen. Thank you very much, Dylan. It is looking good, isn't it? Do you know what? This is one that I've wanted to do in a while. I wanted to finish. I wanted to basically, say yes, the NHS quilt is done and is ready to hang at the quilt show, because it's going on a very, very special frame. It's going on its own frame. All the others are going to be on like this lovely boarding that we've ordered to display the quilts on, but this one's going to have its own special frame. We're like, yeah, you can have your own frame. Actually, I wonder if I can do it in the back. Now that's the point. I could probably do it from the back. Let me see. I probably could do that. Stitch it there. Oh, no, that's the point. So I could do it so it doesn't show at the front because you've got the wadding. So let me just do that. So, I'm going to put this round to here and put that to there. Yes, so we're going to, when is it? At the end of July, we're going to have 4 days of special events that are going to be coming up. I'm hoping there's going to be like some tours of some shops online and some live streams and some sewing days and stuff like that. I'll still be on TikTok every day, obviously, but because there is a really big quilt show going on in Birmingham at the end of July, but a lot of people obviously can't make that, so we're going to be doing some other little events, which is going to be quite exciting. So do keep an eye out for that. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch it on the back. Let me just move this over a little bit. Oh, that's better. There you go. So I'm going to stitch it along the back, so then that way it doesn't go through to the front. Because obviously I've got the wadding, so I can use the wadding. I'm just going to put my needle in there, and I'm putting it into like the blue and into the wadding, and then into the backing of that. How do you find the time to do this every evening? Well, I just do, Linda. It is my life. I love sewing. I'm always sewing. If I'm not sitting here like on TikTok live sewing, then I'm sitting in front of the TV sewing, and or because I generally, because you know, obviously I care for my daughter, which I do, because she's like literally behind there, and so if she needs me, she just shouts. But so usually during the day I'll be doing all my emails, I'll be writing all my newsletters, I'll be filming if I need to be filming, that kind of stuff for my YouTube channel, and then in the evening I'm usually doing my sewing. So yeah, love it. And I just thought, you know, so it's only January really that I started doing TikTok lives, which is great fun. Love it, meeting some amazing people, which is wonderful. Let me just, I think that's going to work well. I think that's going to work very, very well. Yeah, so sometimes I do change it, you know, like, thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. I do change it, you know, like, so if I'm travelling, like I was when I went to Malvern, and then I think then I came on about 4 o'clock, I think, something like that. But usually every day I'll hop on at least for an hour to see you guys, see how you are, let you know what I'm doing, let you know what I'm up to. Like that one can come out. But yeah, I'm always here if you've got any questions, or sewing questions, you can always ask. And make it forever productive. So you got to recut the fabric. Oh, do it again, Dylan, do it again. Oh dear. I used to be remember I said I used to be a florist. I don't know if you know that, Linda, but I used to be a florist for 12 years. And I did some floristry workshops up in London, and with a very, very famous florist person. And you know, and so I made this like whole bouquet, and then she was like, nope, and she was like, you did that too quick. She took it all apart, and then she made me do it again, and I'm like, it was really funny. It was really funny. So yeah, no, I've never been like that with anybody. I was like, oh, how could you do that? How could you do that to my beautiful flowers? So what have you taken apart then, Dylan? What fabric are you re-trimming? This is going to be good. So I'm literally just doing like a little running stitch along the back. So I am stitching through the hexiform, through that. I know, funny, isn't it? Hello, Sandra. Welcome, Sandra. Lovely. It reminds me a bit of the old poem called The House Party from the 70s. I was born in the 70s. I was born in 75. Well, what, like watching me sew? I love that. Ah, maybe we should call it So What's Going On House Party. Ah, yeah, I sure was. And there we go. Ah, was it just as inspirational then? I'm gonna have to go and check that after. Right, so after we've done this, I'm gonna get out that other quilt. We'll get out the Emmeline Pankhurst quilt. See if we can do some purple bits on it actually, because that would show you like a different bit of the. Here comes Leon walking in again. Leon walked out of the room and walked back in. I loved it when you said that, Leon, actually. I've literally chuckled about that ever since. Yeah, so it does make for a really fun TikTok live if people ask questions. I do like that. Right, I think it's done. I think it's done, people. I think it's done. Oh my goodness me. Need a round of applause for this one. This is finally, I mean, this literally is, it was brilliant, ladies. Would ring the bell. Then bring their craft with them. Ah, Leon, you know the answer to that one. I'm not even going to answer it. So look, it is actually hanging on there. Let me just show you how it looks. Look, I'm going to turn it round. It is quite big, this quilt. It is very, very big. So, it's only a little girl. Oh look, so there it is hanging. Hang on a minute. Hanging on the bottom. What do you reckon about that? I think that's quite cute. It's literally, it's going to be like, make sure it's locked in. I can't get out, Leon. Let me out. Oh dear. Honestly, Linda's probably like, well, what on earth are they even talking about? Look, it's going to be like hanging like that. Isn't that going to be cute? I know, it's amazing. So it just hangs on there. I do kind of feel like I need to put something on here though. Maybe I need to get like some, I'll see if I can get hold of some NHS labels. They might give me some of those, I don't know. Because that would be quite cute, wouldn't it? An NHS one on the back, maybe. Can you actually even get those? Let me have a look. I don't even know if you can get them. I will ask Eloise, because she's a fountain of all knowledge. Let me have a look. Oh, you can get... No, not VHS labels. It's saying VHS labels. I do not want a VHS label. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't get them. I mean, I could ask... what do you call it? I could ask my daughter's physiotherapist if... let me try again. I could get a sticker. What device do you record on because you're on your phone now? Ah, good spotting, Leon. Good spotting. Thank you so much, Dale. Hello, Ribbons and Bows. Welcome to you. So I'm on a bigger one of these. There's your answer. A bigger one of these. I don't think you can actually. No, maybe not. I can get a sticker. A sticker's no good, is it really? I mean, I need something. I think I need something back there. I'm going to have a chat to Eloise. She will be a fountain of no knowledge on that one. We'll send her a voice note. Should we send her a voice note? Let me just hang on a minute. Oh, it's gone funny. What have you gone funny for? Right, hold on. I need to say 67. Should I say, can I have 67 labels? How about that, Leon? I just lost you, but yeah, you found you. Oh, good. Hello, so on point. What happened? What happened there, Linda? Have you clicked on the follow button on me? You need to make sure you click on that follow button because then, hello, Roz. Then you'll be able to find it again, I think. Right. Hang on a minute. Let's send Eloise a voice note. I have to charge for it. All right, there's something else. Hold on. I'm going to have to say incoming non-urgent voice note. Hang on. If you wanted to reply. Right, here we go. Oh, hang on. Hello, Eloise. I am live on TikTok right now. You know the NHS quilt I've done? I've done the blue label to go on it, and it's really, really nice. But it's really blank and plain on the back. Is there such a thing as an NHS label? Maybe from like a uniform that we could actually stitch onto it. I think that'd be really, really nice. And then maybe do an SHQA one as well. Anyway, if you want to reply or if you want to hop on to TikTok and let us know, that'd be really nice. And Leon says, can we have 67 labels, please? Thank you. Bye. How about that? Was that good, Leon? Did you like that? Yes, that's it. Yes, So Happy Quilters. That's exactly it, Linda. Just click on, hello, So Shana. So digging out white fabric at the back. Oh, okay. Yeah, so just click on, I know, I said it, Leon. I said, Leon says we need 67 labels. Yeah, so just click on So Happy Quilters. So you should be able to just follow me from that. I think that's how it works. I'm sure there is like a little follow button. Maybe the others, maybe Dale can advise on that because you're pretty good on that kind of stuff. Hello, Roz, how are you? Hello, Sam, how are you? And who's the other? Oh, so Rishana, hello, how are you? Yeah, so if you're just joining now and you haven't met me before, then my name is Rachel and I'm the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilt Association, and I've been sewing the NHS quilt, and we've just been leaving voice notes for Eloise to talk about the back. Your mum's at home at the moment. So I'm using your data. Oh no, Dale, I was just saying, how does Linda follow me? You can just click on like the follow button, is it? Because obviously I see it all from a different angle that you guys see it. So yeah, anyway, so that is done, and I'm really, really pleased with that. So now I'm going to fold it up. It's going to be a bit tricky because obviously I've got that label hanging at the bottom, haven't I? And then, hello, Bird is the word. Welcome to you. Welcome. So let's see how this is going to... Yes, because that's the problem, because I can't have it hang on a minute. Can't have it like that, obviously. At the top, there you go, Leon. There you go, sorry, Leon. There you go, Linda. Leon says at the top there is a follow button. How about that? Because Leon is also one of our strong supporters. What should we call you, Leon? Our strong supporter here on TikTok. Our everyday supporter who likes a magical number. Right, I'm really trying hard. Oh, the future mod, there you go. And he is the future moderator of the SHQA, apparently. Hello, Sochana. Hello, birdies the world. Welcome to you. Hope you are good. I'm just trying to work out how to fold this, because I don't want to fold that. I don't want to fold that so it's got a crease. That's going to be the problem. Do you know what? I might actually have to lay it. I might have to lay it on the table to work it out. Right, let's get the other one. Here comes Jinxie Cat. Jin. Come on. Come here. My Jinxie Cat is coming. Here she comes, Linda. Come here. Come and say hello to Linda. Here's Jinxie Cat. Say hello to Linda. She's quite elderly, Linda. She's nearly 16, aren't you, my fluff ball? Have you had a good day, Jinx? What have you been doing today? She looks a bit grouchy, doesn't she? She's like, oh, yeah, have you had a good day? You've been too hot. I think you've been too hot, haven't you? Yeah. Did you go and see Papa? Thank you, Linda. This is Jinxie. She is a Siberian, so she's a non-allergic cat. Where are you going to go? Go that way? Go on then, off you go. She'll sit right in front of the screen. Jinx, you cannot go there because you, oh my goodness me. You can. She's now here. That is not going to work, Jinx, because I need to lay. So here's my scrap bag, Linda, to make my and everybody else that's watching, to make my Emmeline. And here are, oh my goodness, here is my Emmeline Pankhurst quilt. Oh, I forgot about that. I put something in there. I put a top with it. I needed to alter, and I've completely forgotten all about it. I'm like, oh yeah, gonna alter that. That's another thing I do as well, Linda, randomly as well. I do like to buy clothes like skirts and not trousers, skirts and dresses and stuff like that. And I like to I like to take the sleeves off. I like to alter them because, as you know, I'm quite short. I'm only 5'4", so I don't need really, really long skirts. And so I do like doing that, and I do like altering tops as well. But I don't generally do dressmaking, just so you know. Age first. Age first. What does that mean? What does that mean, Dale? Oh, do you mean like Jinxie, like age first before me? Is that what you mean? Right, so this is my Emmeline Pankhurst quilt. Now, so you know, right, so for those who haven't seen my other two quilts, I'm at 45, I think. Oh, mod. Yes. So if you haven't seen my other quilts that I do my Sewing for Wellbeing talks with, then they're all SIDDI quilted, SIDDI quilted, which is what I've been chatting to lovely Linda about, because she saw me do a demo when we went to our charity. You're going to get fed up with your questions. No, it was go. Yes, you can. No, you can honestly ask questions. I'm very up for asking questions. Anyway, so look, this is the Emmeline Pankhurst quilt. And so this bit, can you see this bit? So it's all been SIDDI quilted. This is all using scraps and embroidery cotton. Now that's a point, actually. I might have to get that. I might have to go grab that other needle. Let me see. I might have to. What have I got? There might be one here. Anyway, we'll have a look. So basically, what you do is you get loads of scrap fabrics. You lay them on top of each other, but everywhere there's a raw edge, you put a fold, and then you stitch it along with embroidery cotton. Now, because this is the Emmeline Pankhurst quilt, it's going to have a massive sash. Not a sash, a rosette in the middle. So you know, like we wear our rosettes. Well, this is basically why. Because obviously you know about who Emmeline Pankhurst was. She was the lady who set up the suffragettes, and obviously got the women in the vote. So she's quite an incredible woman. Anyway, so this quilt here is, as you can see, she was phenomenal. She absolutely was phenomenal, Linda, and that is why I decided that my next quilt, so I've done a quilt in homage to Louisa May Alcott, who wrote Little Women, and so those two quilts, so my patchwork, we're part of the Patchwork of Life quilt, and my Merrily, hang on a minute, oh, I've got completely gone on my head. My boat quilt, that one, I'll come back to it in a minute. That one, anyway, so those go on, when I go and do my Sewing for Wellbeing talks, those are always with me. This is the one that I'm working on now, which is the Emmeline Pankhurst one. And so what I'm going to do is, it's going to, in the middle, it's going to have her famous saying. And her famous saying was, I'd rather be a rebel. That's what's going to be in the middle. And this bit here is going to be all the frills that are going to go around the edge. But I do need to quilt that bit. I need to quilt that. That's going to be purple. And then you've got the big sash bit here, coming down here. That's going to be white. That's going to be purple. That's going to be green. And this is obviously going to be white. So I'm going to do that bit first, and then I'll do those. Because that's like the sash that they used to wear. And yeah, so then obviously I need to do it in like a white cotton. So I might have to sew this. This is going to be a real nightmare because Jinxie Cat is definitely in the wrong place tonight. Jinx, you're going to have to move. Watch this, Dale. She's going to swipe me like mad in a minute. I'm literally going to pick her up and put her there. She's going to go, because Jinx, I need to put this on here, and you're right in my way. Well, you are in my way, so don't go getting eggy about it. That's my little pack of scraps. Right. Jinxie Cat, you are being babooshed in a minute. And then I'll show you how to do this one, because I need to lay some scraps here, and then I need to fold them over, and then I need to do more stitching on here. So this is city quilted, Linda, just like I showed you when I saw you. Right, here we go. Let me move the cat. She's not going to be happy. She's going to be like, no. Actually, I could use those bits, because they're my scrappy bits. So have you done any? So Linda, have you done any scrappy quilting then since I saw you at that thing? Right, wait for this. No, you can go there. I need to put this over here, Jinxie Cat. You cannot sit. No, do not come back. That's it. Good girl. She stayed. She didn't swipe me. Hurrah! I'm going to turn this off because I don't want the sewing machine accidentally start stitching on it. Can I just put that there just for a minute, my fluff ball? Good girl. Just gonna put that under there. Obviously, so it is all. Oh, you've done a city panel. I love that, Linda. Well done. You must send me a picture. That would be amazing. Yeah. So obviously, this is definitely all hand stitched and not machine stitched. And this might be something you might like as well, Dale. I know I'm always talking about city quilting, and I've got that demo. You bring it in June, yes, do. I'd love to see it. Obviously, I'm always talking about it, aren't I? I've got a new. Let me show you my new. You said the movie from the ironing board. I know she does. I know, but she's over there. You're being good today, aren't you, Jinx? Are you being good, my fluff ball? Right. So you see this bit here. I just think it's got. I mean, I wonder if I put that light on. Hold on a minute. Oh, it is better, isn't it? It is better. That's all right. I'll just make sure I don't press the thing. Your brother says you are 4'11". Well, do you know who was also 4'11", Leon, who was very, very famous? Queen Victoria. There you go. Because did you swipe that with your tail? Jinx. Yes, Queen Victoria was also 4'11", and so you are in good company. And also my daughter is also 4'11", so you're also in good company because of that. There you go. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get other scraps. So you see this bit here, I'm going to lay some more scraps on there. And so this is the backing that I've been using, haven't I, for those quilt, the quilt labels. So where you've got a raw edge and a raw edge there, you always want to put a fold. So actually, I'm going to pop this one underneath here. Will you stop that with your tail? Jinxie Cat she was a bit short. She was, wasn't she, Linda? She was very short, but even Queen Victoria was quite an amazing person. Sandra, what is City Patchwork? So basically, City quilting, I'll explain it. So City quilting, as in SIDDI quilting, originates from India out of the necessity to want to be able to preserve their saris and make other things from it. So it's really about making use of scraps. And so what you do is you literally go, it's a little bit difficult because at the moment I'm doing it all in a white because I need the background to be white. Oh, actually, I wonder if I've got it. Actually, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to put you on pause. Hold on a second. That didn't take me long. I just realised. Anyway, look. So that is City. You recognise this, Linda? That is City Quilted. Look, that is City Quilting. And so usually what you do is you use scrap fabrics. It's all scrap fabrics. But this is actually a block keeper. So a block keeper is where when you've made, so you know, like my cat blocks I've been making, everybody. So if I want to, I could keep them inside here, keep them nice and flat inside here. And this is a block keeper, and that is all City Quilted. There you go. So usually you would use scrap fabrics like that, but obviously I'm doing the Emmeline Pankhurst quilt, and so the background needs to be white, and then you've got the purple and the green sashy bits, and I'd like to get this one finished by, you know, for our quilt show, really, if I can. Hello Kathy, welcome to you. So yeah, so basically that is what City Quilting is, and it is literally hand stitching City Quilting. No, it's City Quilting, sorry. And it literally is just using all your scrap fabric up. So what you do is you lay, everywhere you've got a raw edge, you lay one down, and then you put a fold on it. So there, for example, I've got this, can you just about see that there? So I'm going to put a fold over here. This is actually not that big, this quilt, because it's only 1 metre square. Because I don't need it to be. And Louisa May Alcott, that's it. I think it was Louisa May Alcott, that's my other one. Yes, so, and I don't know what I'm going to do after this, because there is a couple of other ones I wanted to work on. So yeah, so you're just going to like put some pins in it here to hold it still, and then you like stitch all of that bit. So I'm going to move these pins away. So what happened was, when I went away last October, I took this with me, and that's why the pin's kind of still in it. But yeah, so this bit is right. So now what you do is you get embroidery cotton. Thank you very much, Jinxie Cat, for being a good girl and sitting there. And so here's my embroidery cottons. I've already got my green. So I'll show you. I'm going to show you my drawing. Look, I will show you my very rough plan. There. That is my very, very rough plan. So that is basically what it's going to look like. And it's going to have like green coming down there, purple coming down there, green frills, purple frills with white, and then ribbons. I'm going to put ribbons coming out as well. And then I'd rather be a rebel in there. And then all this bit here and all that bit there is white, and all that's white, and all that's white. So at the moment, the bit that I'm working on is this bit down here. But obviously those ribbons that are going to come out are actually going to be like 3D effective, like coming out. But I'm actually going to make them, I might crazy patchwork them. I might do that when I'll get to that stage. How I'm going to do the lettering in the middle, might do it in trapunto. That would be cute, wouldn't it? Do it in trapunto. So here's the interesting thing. I don't know if you ever knew this, but so basically the colours. So there's a reason why they had the colours, because the purple was for loyalty and dignity, as in, you know, be dignified about the way that you're protesting as a suffragette, and then white was about purity, about basically taking the moral high ground. It was about moving on with being justice, basically, as in that taking the moral high ground, about being the justice. And the green is for hope. It's a vibrant future for themselves and for the next generations, which is basically what they did. So that's why I decided to do that. And so she did actually, Emmeline Pankhurst actually did have other famous sayings. Her most famous saying is, "I'd rather be a rebel." That's why I decided to do that in the middle. But the other ones were deeds, not words, change things for the better. That's a really good one, isn't it? And justice and judgment lie often in a world apart. Love that one. Anyway, yeah, that's my tickets from last year. shows I use all my scrappy paper. So that's going to go in there. So that was my very, very rough drawing that I did. And right, so now, so remember I showed you, Linda, how to put, you know, you got the embroidery cotton on the cards. I think I've got a white in somewhere. I got myself some variegated one for this one as well. And oh, there's the white. The white. So at the moment there's a lot of white I'm stitching, and then we'll work onto the other colours. So yeah, so if you've got any questions, do let me know. And I'm going to be getting up in a minute. It's going to shut my curtains. It's getting a bit dark. Getting a bit dark. So we'll do a bit of this side. This will be quite exciting actually. So I'm glad you popped in, Linda, to remind me about doing some of this. So I'm going to pin that there. You right, my Jinx? Aw. Jinxie cat. We're gonna trim that bit off. And no. Let me have a little look. What is that about? I've had something come up on my screen, as I always do. So I hope you guys are still there. And nothing has occurred. No bad weather, no leaves on the line. So yeah, so that's going to have to be purple. Okay, so that's got to go up a little bit. So there, going to pin that in. Are you guys still there, or are you all just falling asleep? It is getting quite late. I mean, the heat has been a lot, isn't it? It's really been like, whoa. Too much to cope with. Too much to cope with. Oh, you're there. Good. And Linda and Dale are still there. Good. So, yeah. So, I've pinned that bit in. I pinned this bit in. This is, Dale, you would love doing this because this is so easy to do. Honestly, it really is. And you just use like all your scraps up. And Linda can attest to the fact that it's great fun. It's great. And it looks amazing, doesn't it? It really does look amazing. I'm just going to pop that pin into there. And right, so I'm going to stitch this bit here. But first of all, I need to prepare my cotton. Get some of my white. Yeah, I really should. You can, yeah, amazing. I really should get back and do some. When I'm back in my bigger sewing room and I have more space, we'll do lots on this one because I would like to do that. I don't think. Right, hold on a minute. I'm just going to go and grab my little sewing box. Now, Jean. Oh, did I get you my fluff? My fluff? Aww. You can just see the Jinx cat. You haven't got any scraps? Oh, I can send you some scraps. I've got loads of scraps now. You know I've got loads of scraps. Have a little image. I'm just trying to have a look, see if I've got my other needle on this one. I thought I did. That's annoying. What did I use the other day? I'm trying to think. Let me just have a little look. I'm trying to find a needle. Oh, there it is. I knew it was somewhere. I found it. I found my precious needle. Hold on. Let me just get all this stuff. This is my little sewing box, Linda, by the way. There's my little sewing box. I'm going to pop that over here. You should do on this to Marchwood. Oh, yeah, I know there's a scrap store not that far from me. I think it is, I want to say Worthing, maybe. Maybe that's the closest one to me. Because, you know, obviously I'm from Brighton. That one. There we go. Right. So what I've done is I've split. So the same with the, yeah, because we were doing, that's right, on the trapunto we were doing embroidery, weren't we? That's why I had the needle. That's why I needle. Anyway, so again, I'm going to split it into 2 threes. This is quite nice, this one actually, because it is it's quite soft, this one. So I didn't have any white, weirdly. When I started to do this one, I didn't have any white embroidery cotton, so I bought some white and it's really, really soft. You never knew. Yeah. Oh, hello, Yasmin. How are you, Yasmin? Hope you are good. We're doing some Siddy quilting tonight, SIDDI quilting, and it's using up all the scrap fabric, which is great fun. Yeah, there is. So the scrap stores, they're like all over the place. I think there's one in Eastbourne as well. That rings bells. Eastbourne one. Just going to put that there and put that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to stitch this bit here. So it'll come up this side. So it doesn't really matter on the back because I'll probably, maybe at some point with this one, I might back it. So all I'm doing is like in a little running stitch going along. So it's quite a big needle. It's completely different to the other. Yeah, it's oh, you mean this now? Is this complete? No, this is exactly the same. You know what I was using for my hello, Morty. Welcome back, Morty. Haven't seen you in ages. You remember what I was doing for my trapunto cushion? It's exactly the same stuff. It's still embroidery cotton. Lovely memory. Let's all spare a little minute for Lottie and her dog called Sally. What a lovely name. Yeah, so all you're doing is you're doing like a little running stitch. But you know when I did the trapunto cushion and I did like a back stitch, so there was no gaps. Well, this one, can you see that? This one has a running stitch in it, and you can see that there, look, as a running stitch. So I'm not doing a back stitch, you're just doing a little running stitch going across. It is quite nice. And so when we get onto the purple, I'll see if we can get a bit of purple done tonight, because that would be very, very nice. What are we on? We're on 20 past... No, we're on 9:15. Okay. We're all right. I'm all right till about 10. And then I've got to go and do a few little bits and bobs. That's really cute, Lottie. It looked soft. Yeah, it definitely did, Dale. Without a doubt, the one that I had the other night, it was like, it's almost like, do you remember I said it was like stringy? This one is really, really soft. I don't know why, I don't know. It's just one that I got. Your favourite colour is purple. I love purple as well, Linda. I made sure when I built the website, we had a lot of purple put in the website. Love purple. I love lilac. Hello, Julie. Hello, Ribbonslow. How are you, Julie? Are you good? So look, so I've just turned it because it's going to be easier to stitch back that way rather than trying to stitch. And so all you're doing is going along in rows, and you're kind of doing like a finger width. So you can see that there's like a finger width gap between it. You don't want to do stitches to be too long, or if they're too long you're not going to catch the fabric a lot really, but if you go too tight, too thin together, they'll be too tight, and you don't need to do that because it's overdoing the stitches really. Remember the home down when we were out of bed when she was a puppy? Lottie, that's really cute. Aren't puppies great fun? Where are your pussycats tonight? Are they in? Is Timmy in or is Timmy out? I've got my Jinxie cat with me, Lottie, tonight. She's right here. Can you see her legs? Look. Oh, hang on, I'll push her over, look. There she is. She's sleeping. There's my cat, Lottie, there. She's sleeping. She likes sleeping there, Lottie. She actually does. She's away from the other two. I know. Oh, you saw I pushed her along, Linda. I know, it's funny, isn't it? She's like, oh. Fast asleep. So, I wonder whether... we'll have a look. Leon, if you're still there, we'll have a look and see if Eloise sent a voice note back in a minute. She might be busy tonight, though. Can't harass her too much. Right. So I'm just going to go up here. Because obviously, because I haven't done that bit yet, you see that bit there of the wadding, I'm going to carry on coming back down here, and I'm going to stitch all of that bit. Hey, Sally is he, Dale? He's gone, is he? He's gone. He won't hear her then, will he? My needle's come out. I'm so happy I found this needle. This is one of my most favourite ones. What's annoying though is that you kind of you get needles, and then you work out that's your most favourite one, and then you can't remember where you got it from to get it again. That's the problem. So like this one. Right, I just need to get a sip of my tea. If I was to do an animal rescue, so you might get another cat soon. That'd be nice, Lottie. I'm so happy I managed to drink my tea tonight while it's still hot. I did actually get another another flask. But it's got one of those silly buttons on the top, so I like my little travel cup because it's easier. Until of course some, you know, like a cat might knock it over or something, then it's not easier. Oh, let's turn that direction. I'm gonna, in a minute, I'm gonna get up and go and shut my curtains. I might just mute you guys, I think, because obviously, how many chances do I get? Is it 3 chances for pausing? I can't remember. But then I did only technically do it for like 35 seconds because I realised it was closer than I thought. Right, so on the back, what you do is, so obviously my cord is, my thread is coming to an end. So where you've got your last stitch, you just go into your last stitch like that, and then you do like a loop through like that, and that creates like a little knot, and that's all you need to do. But it is warm. Oh, that is true. You mean my tea's staying warm because it is warm? Yeah, you're probably right there, Linda. It's like, it's thinking, yeah, I'll stay warm tonight. Okay. Hello, ribbons and bows. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to you. You are my dear. Oh, Dixie. Ah, she's talking. She's talking. Oh, I mean having to pause. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like, whew. You know, you see on TikTok lives, Linda, you only get like 3 chances to pause when you're live, and I think I've already done 2 tonight, haven't I? But that was only really quick, so hopefully they'll let me off. But no, it's all right for now. It's not completely dark. I'm having to. Right, so yeah, so I'm going to carry on stitching along. It's going to get quite exciting when we put the colour on it. That's for sure. Does this make you want to get back to doing it, Linda? Then. Oh, never knew. No, I know. Yeah, exactly. 3 I'm allowed to pause 3 times, and it's only for 5 minutes. I mean, what can you get done in 5 minutes? I suppose I could get a cup of tea made, but can you get a cup of tea and use the bathroom in 5 minutes? It's a bit tight, isn't it? It is a bit tight. So I tend to, you know, that's why I think, oh, I can just put you guys on mute for a minute. So now, look, now I've done those. Can you see that stitches there? I've done those coming down there. So now I'm going to carry on with those ones. Hello, Ali Cats. Hello, Terry. Welcome to you this evening. Hope you are good. Ready by... Oh, so you don't... I mean, I would never put mine in a frame, Linda. Never. I would just hold it in my hand and just stitch it in my hand. Because if you put it in a frame, that's really going to stretch the fabric. And also, it's going to be difficult because of all the pins that you need to put in it. So it's not really like... You're not really doing embroidery. It's completely different because you need a frame for embroidery, but you don't. I mean, this is a metre square what I'm stitching here, and you don't need to put it in a frame. Just hold it in your hands, really. There in your lap. That's what I do. Are you good, Terry? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're well. We're just doing a bit of city quilting tonight, which is. Originates from India, and it's a really lovely process because it's really nice because usually, you know, if you do it in different fabrics, you're not thinking about like the colours of the fabric and the directions of the fabric, and you're just like going with the flow of the fabric and just enjoying the process of it, really. But obviously for this one, this is my Emmeline Pankhurst quilt, so I definitely need to have lots of white in it at the moment because the background's going to be white. And then I can't wait to do the purple bits, the purple and the green. Purple and the green would be really, really good. You see what I mean? Yes, I was okay doing the yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah. So do not go to the expense of getting a frame, Linda. Without a doubt, you don't need to really, because it would be difficult because all the pins in it. And obviously then the wadding, you can use scrap wadding as well for it. You on my Ginny cat? Oh, she's proper asleep. Proper asleep with her hand on. Did you design? Yeah, I did. I'll answer that in a second, Sandra. Yes, I totally designed it myself, how I wanted it to be. I knew I wanted to have the rosette in the middle with like the sash bits on it, and I just like sat down and just drew it really. And I just thought, right, this is originally I was going to do the outline of her, because I did some research on other like Emmeline Pankhurst quilts, and originally I was going to do the outline of her, you know, with a hat and everything like that, because she's really known for a hat, isn't she? Or she was. And then I thought, you know what, that's not really me. I don't really, doesn't really like think, yeah, I want to do it. And then I thought, and I just sat down and just drew that picture out, and I just thought, actually, that's how I loved it. Yes, so Linda, yes, they are quite big stitches, and it is like a running stitch, and they are literally, so I do teach this a lot. I teach it a lot when I go to quilters, and I do lots of demos on it, as Linda knows. When I teach it, I always say to do like a finger width between each line, and then your nail width of how each stitch should be. Because sometimes, you know, if you go any longer with a stitch, it's not going to catch all the fabric. If you could go smaller stitches, but you don't need to, because it's way too many stitches. But that's about right. So just have in your mind just to go a finger width of each stitch, and then your nail width of each length of each stitch. So yeah, so it is actually quite. So it's like a little running stitch. Now there is a little process when you come to the folds, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm actually going to get another. Let me see if I can do a fold. I'll do a fold. Here's some folds. There's some folds there. So I'll show you. Because when you have a fold like that there, you need to do a back stitch, because you need to really hold that down. Let me just get my. You think you're gonna have to go? That's all right, Lynn. That's all right, Sandra. I will see you next time. I'll be back live tomorrow night. Might do some more of this. Maybe we'll get onto the purple tomorrow night. Live. Can too. Yeah. I know, would sort our country out. She probably would, wouldn't she? She probably would. She had an interesting life, though, you know, Linda. She really did, because you know, obviously I go and do talks, don't I, to various places, and obviously when I do the talk on this quilt, I do need to know. I've been researching more about her background, really. Obviously, I know about like the suffragettes and all about that, but more about her background, and it's really interesting, like about her family and the problems that she had with her daughter and all kinds of things. It's really fascinating. No, go, you know, hello Jessie. She has a good, yeah. I mean, she's there we go, that rhymes, Sandra. You can definitely have a go. Right, so I'm going to put that one. So I've split it into 2 3s again. I'm going to put it to one side. And yes, this is definitely much softer. This one. This is not. This is also not. You know, we had the debate before about a pricier one, embroidery cotton, and then a cheaper one. Well, this one's actually a cheap one, literally cheap one, off you know where. Must be about, yeah. Read up on her background, on her family, and read up about the issues she had with her daughter, because you're going to be really surprised. Really, I was like, wow, you know. But basically, her daughter didn't agree with her suffragettes, you know, thing. And so proper like disowned her and everything. It was like, whoa, it was very interesting. So I think what I'll do is we'll go here. So I'm just going to show you the folds here when you do that bit there. So you do need to do like a little back stitch over it, because you need to hold the fabric in place. So you're going to go. So there's my fold. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the needle into there, and then coming back into there. So Linda, we were talking earlier about your granddaughter, your little one. You could easily do a city quilted quilt out of her, like a memory blanket for her. Easily, that would be really cool. That would be. It must be that too. So I read that bit before. So yeah, so now I'm going to go, so obviously I've got this bit here where there's a fold there, so when I come back that way, I'm just going to do like a running stitch along there. But where you've got this kind of fold, you should always do a back stitch, because that holds it in place. It's quite nice. I mean, this literally is something I love doing this. I literally can just like do this for hours. So on my YouTube video on my sewing room tour, you see my 2 quilts on the wall. My Louisa May Alcott quilt and my own one, and both of those I designed as well. And but yeah, you can see like the city quilted process on that really. And those ones I literally just stitched in on my lap over a couple of evenings, and it's a really nice process to do. I do love it. It's one of my favourites. Apart from obviously doing my hexy quilting, Dale, and my Liberty fabrics, this is also one of my absolute favourites. I could just sit for hours and just do this. Hello, Mama BD, welcome to you. Right, so I'm going to now go back along this line here where there's that fold. So I'm just going to do like a back stitch over that bit, and then you guys can see that. I think. Right, so now I'm going to go back along that way. Jinxie Cat is very happy because she's in the fan, and she is fast asleep. So when you're going, did you try all sorts of crafting? Did my mum do sewing? Well, so I have a bit of an interest in childhood, Linda. That's probably a story for another day. Very long story. So when I was young, I used to make my doll clothes a lot out of necessity, really. I used to make them, and my mother had an old hand crank machine, so I used to make them on that. But I only really did that to when I was kind of like about 8 to maybe 11, and then I didn't really do anything. But I didn't start patchwork and quilting until 2020 when I had my hysterectomy. So yes, I've only really been doing this since then. But when I was little, I did make some of my dolly clothes, like I said, out of necessity, really. But nobody actually taught me. I kind of like sat there with the hand machine one day and was just like, oh, okay, that was it. So yeah. Lottie's come back. Hello, Lottie. So I'm going to do that into there. Yeah, but I didn't really do any other kind of crafting. I've never been like a painter or anything like that. And I have been known to do some crochet knitting. I've done some of that. I did some of that back in, like, I don't know, 2016, 2017 maybe, because when I was a florist, you might remember me mentioning that I was a florist for 12 years, and I had a friend who made wedding cakes, and she taught me how to crochet and she taught me how to knit, and I did love that. I really liked doing that, but I couldn't really I can't remember. Is it the heat, Dale? The heat is getting to you. It'll come back to you. Is it going to shut my curtains? Because I need to go and do it. So sweet. I used to try and make dolly clothes, but always messed up. Curtains made them too small. Oh yeah. No, I did. I used to make a lot of those. I used to enjoy doing that, without doubt. I did used to enjoy doing it. I wish I'd kept some of them now, you know. It is. I knew it was Dale. I knew it was. I'm just gonna. My plan was finish this line, and then I'm gonna go and do it. I'm not gonna pause you guys. I'm gonna put you on mute. And then just go over and get it done. Get it done. So yeah. So I've done knitting and crocheting. I mean, I can do a very basic knit stitch, and that I can do, and I can do very basic crochet, and I cannot do a grandma's square, whatever it's called, by no means, because it does not end up as a square. It ends up as a hat, basically, so it's dreadful. You made your clothes when you were a teenager. Ah, yes. Yeah, so the other thing, so I did actually make some clothes at some point. When I was younger, again, that was out of necessity. But really, I used to alter a lot of clothes, because I never used to have any new clothes when I was a child. So I always used to like alter them to how I wanted them to be. So I think that's probably why I do it now. Because I get a dress that's got long arms and I don't want long sleeves, and then I make them shorter. Or then I get a skirt and it's too long and I just make it shorter. It's sewing lessons at school. Oh. Yeah, so again, you see, I remember having sewing lessons at school, and I remember making a nightie, but I don't particularly remember enjoying it, because I remember the teacher being horrible. But, Jinxie Cat's off. Jen, go and shut my curtains for me. Wouldn't it be good if Jinxie could go and do it? It was about silly pudding, but I don't know what. Ah. Can you do it on your lap? Is that it? Can you do it on your lap tray? Was the board okay, Dale? You didn't get a chance to tell me. Right, let me let me mute you guys. I'm just going to go and shut my curtains. Hold on a minute. Oh, hang on. That's better. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully I have unmuted it and I'm not just like on Zoom they say, you're on mute. You have 3 sisters but none are interested in craft. Oh, it is a real shame, Linda, isn't it? It's a real shame because the thing is, it's not just about the well-being aspect of it, it's also the community aspect of it. It really is. It's just you know, and even if you're doing, you know, like you're sitting down with someone who's sewing and someone else is knitting, someone else is crocheting, someone else is lace making, it's so creative. That's why I love going on sewing retreats, because you're just with like-minded people and spend quite a few days with them. Hold on a second. So yeah, you kind of think what do they do with their time? That's what you think, don't you? You think, what a shame. Right, so now I'm going to do this bit here. So I've done those lines there. I'm going to do this bit up here. I'm glad you popped in tonight, Linda, actually, because you kind of like reminded me to get this one out and do a bit more work on it. I have been wanting to, but it's one of those things where I kept thinking, oh, do it tomorrow. And it's really nice. This is definitely the best thing, without a doubt, because it's so mindful and so fun. It's so fun to do, and you can create something amazing. Yeah, it was the right size. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so happy, Dale. I'm so happy that's gone to you, because you can use that. Like I said to you, the ironing side bit is not that great, but that bit, the trimming bit, that bit is fine. So I thought that's perfect for your lap tray to do on that. Ah, I'm so happy that you've used that. Yeah, so you could do something like this on your lap, because if you can use you know, like this. So you see this kind of needle. So it's about, let me tell you how long it is. Hang on a minute. This needle is a 4 centimetre length needle with a just under 1 centimetre eye hole. So it is quite big, but it's a really easy to do. Could you iron it on? I mean, you could. There's a couple of things. So if you got what's it called? Hang on a minute. Fusible wadding. If you got fusible wadding, and then so you need a little patchwork iron, but you'd still need to do the sewing though, because it wouldn't stay in place. That's the thing. So you still need to stitch it on. So you could, instead of pinning it on, if you struggled with the pinning, you could use fusible wadding, because then it would stay more in place. But then you'd still need to stitch it. That is the thing, because obviously where you've got the folds, even with fusible wadding, that's not going to stay in place. It would just unfold itself. But this is really. But if you can stitch hexiform, you could definitely do this, Dale, without a doubt. What I'll do one night, we'll do the the one. So I'll do one so it looks like that. Because that is like all using scrap fabric with different embroidery cotton, and it's really we'll do like a block keeper. This is a block keeper, so we'll do one of these, and then you can see it better in colourful fabrics. It's just at the moment because it's all white. No, not today. I mean the iron. Oh, yes, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah. So sorry, Dale. Yeah, so you know what I said. It folds, doesn't it? And one side you've got the green bit, which is like the mat, and on the other side you've got that silver bit. That's an ironing mat. That's an ironing mat, so you can iron on that. Yeah, it's just a little bit. I mean, if you could get some, I don't know what you could get, like some cleaner, then maybe you could get it off. Yes, it's very, very therapeutic, Sandra, without a doubt. Yeah. Yeah, so you could just turn it. That's why I thought you quite like that, because you could turn it and use it with like your little patchwork iron. It's great. I mean, I did use it when I went to sewing retreats. Yeah, so if you guys are just wondering what I'm chatting about with Dale, i.e. Snowflake, we're just talking about, so I sent her a little trimming mat. I can't use the other word on TikTok, but a trimming mat which folds up with an ironing mat on the other side. Because it's one that I had to spare, and she needed one, so I sent you one. Yeah, so give it a whirl. Give it a whirl, definitely. It's a great little. They do them in, if you like that as well, Dale. When you start to use it, they do them in much bigger sizes. Because that's like an A4, I think, and they go up to an A3. Because I've got an A3 one. I'm sure it's an A3 one. I use that all the time. So I've got that in my sewing machine trolley. So I take that on sewing retreats. It's quite a nice one. It's a good make as well, that one. Yeah, I'm happy that. Happy like that. Ah, thank you, Dale. You are very, very welcome. You're very welcome. Pass on the love of quilting. That's what we're all about. There we go. Okay, so it's just the right size. I thought it would be. When you said to me lap tray, I thought, yeah, that would fit in a lap tray. I definitely would. Definitely would. Right, so now, so you see my cotton's coming to an end, so I'm going to do a little bit more stitching here, and then I'm going to tie it off on the back. It's looking really good. It is looking really, really good. My poor Jinxie cat is I think the cats have like lost it now, haven't they, with the heat? They're like, this is too hot. This is too hot. Yeah, so Linda, don't forget to click on that, on the follow button. And then that way, whenever I go live, it will notify you to say that I've gone live. Otherwise, you're relying on, you know, just looking on hope. Right, I'm going to tie it on the back, and then we'll do. Oh, see, that's exciting. You realise how much you've done. You're like, oh, obviously I've stitched all that bit. Stitch all that bit there. There we go. We'll do another bit. Then I'll do one more bit. Maybe what we'll do, we'll pin. I think I've done it. Ah, amazing, amazing. Yeah, so your actually I can probably check. Let me have a look, because it usually comes up on my thing. Hang on a minute. Oh, it hasn't yet. Maybe it will in a minute. I don't know. Have a little look. It's if you find, so maybe when I come off, if you find my whole like account on TikTok, at the top it should say there's the follow, and then you click on that. If you're already following, it will already say you're following, I think. Here comes Mateo. Okay, we'll do a little bit more, and then what I might do is I might pin some more. I could pin up that far end, because this bit's practically there until we start doing the purple. That's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be a bit tricky as well. I am kind of like bracing myself, because it is a circle that we're going to be doing when we do that. When we do the green and do the purple. Yeah, see, look, it's on Dale. Look, it says following at the page. Then as okay, amazing. Maybe you already were then, Linda. Maybe you were. That's wonderful. And then I think so. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's my that is my TikTok shop, which I have opened very recently. Going to be putting some more bits and bobs in there soon. Hello, Rosie. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Yes. So if you're just joining now, then wonder what I'm doing. I'm doing a bit of city quilting on some wadding with some scrap fabric, and I'm making my Emmeline Pankhurst quilt. That's what this is going to be when it is finished. If you've got any questions, sewing questions, then do let me know. Happy to answer them if I can. Right, I'm just going to go back to here and then stitch along here. Yeah, maybe, I'm sure it's fine. Here we go. So yes, it's been much cooler today, hasn't it? The last couple of days have just been like, whoa, too much. I don't know what. I think when I looked earlier, tomorrow is supposed to be a bit cooler as well. Where's it going once it's finished? Well, Linda, it's gonna. So you know when I go and do my talks on sewing for wellbeing, when I go to like quilters and I go to shows and that kind of thing, it will stay with me for, you know, it'll probably go on display at our Brighton quilt show in September. If it's finished, it should be finished by then. But yeah, it's going to go on, basically on tour with me, Linda. On tour with me. I think the next one it's probably going to be, apart from our quilt show in September, I've got some quilters to go to in July, and then I want to say October, I think. So it'll go with me to them, and I'll just basically show as it's been worked on. I'll be showing it, and then when this one's done, I'll get on to my next one. Thank you very much, Linda. Yes, it will just be my little companion with my other two. So they usually hang up. So this, just so you know, Linda, this is my little sewing room. So if you, there's a long story, don't worry. If you go onto my YouTube channel and you find my sewing room tour, then you see my big sewing room, and my other quilts are on display in there. They're hanging up in there, which is where. So generally, when this is not being worked on, no, sorry, I'll start again. When this is finished, because there's no room at the moment actually to hang it out when it's not being worked on, but when this is finished, it'll be on display in there, in my big sewing room. And so you'll see it a lot more often when it's done. But yeah, so you can see like how I'm holding it, Linda. You don't really need a frame at all. I think it'd be very awkward. If you were doing something like Durham quilting, then maybe Durham quilting you would be putting a frame, which is very different style of quilting. But yeah, I love doing this one. I really do. Hello, Purple Daffodil. Welcome to you this evening. Welcome, welcome. So if you haven't already followed me, please do. Please follow us on our social medias. And our website's in the bio as well. You can go and have a look. Read all about us. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with this bit and then up to here, and then I'm going to leave it on that one, and I'm going to start pinning the rest, and then I'll probably so you think you absolutely, Dale, absolutely you could do it. If you can sew those hexagons, you can do this. This is so much easier. You literally would be like, woohoo, I can do it. You literally will. What I would do, right, is, have you not got any scraps at all, Dale? Any? You know, like from when you've been doing your hexagons, have you got anything left from that? Because all you do need some wadding. I mean, you don't need a lot. You can just go and get, you know, like half a metre or something. You really don't need a lot at all. Or just get some scrap wadding. And then you do need a backing fabric as well. But again, it can be a sheet. That's what's really great about doing city quilting. And some pins. And what I'll do is I'll at some point, or maybe I'll try and plan it for next week. You threw the scraps away, Dale. Oh. I'm crying. Do not throw scraps away. Scraps are your best friends. Right, find some scraps. Get a scrap bag. You might be able to get something somewhere. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish on this one, and then, yeah, there's one more to go. And then I'm going to pin up. Got pins, not enough left. Not enough pins. You don't need lots of pins, really, for it. I don't think you do. Maybe like a little box. Get like a little box of like 50. That would probably be enough. You don't need that many. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that pin there. And have you got backing? Yeah, so I have, Sandra. That's my backing. Look, can you see that? So that's the backing fabric. Are you right, Jinxie Cat? What's wrong? Are you hot? You're just hot, aren't you, my fluff? She doesn't know what to do. So that's the backing, and I probably will leave. Sometimes I'll put another backing on it to cover that, but I won't put anything on it because I take it and show it. At, you know, when I go to quilters, they like to see the back, so I tend to leave it like that. And you can always go and charity shop, explain you use scraps. Yeah, absolutely. And Linda's absolutely right there, Dale. You could go into some charity shops and see if they've got any scraps. Even if they've got like cotton, what you really need is cotton. So cotton shirts, absolutely brilliant. Just chop all those up, and that's what you could use. Easily use that. Right. So this bit I've already pinned. So see that bit there? That's literally the bit that I've just sewn while I was chatting to you guys. That bit there. That's what I was sewn. And then we're going to. I want to move these pins though. Jin, what are you doing? She's being a red pain. Oh, okay. So that is my. Did I put a P on it for purple? This is going to be my purple line here, and then this one here, that's going to be my green. But this bit here, that's got to be white as well. So what we might do is, I'm tempted to pin this bit in. Let's pin that bit in. And then we're prepped ready for tomorrow night then, aren't we? We could do some more. Should we do some more tomorrow night? Well, so tomorrow, hang on, let me just get a sip of my tea on my bed. Bed thirsty, hold on a minute. Right, so tomorrow, while I'm pinning this on, I'll tell you the plans for tomorrow. I'm going to do some cream as well, actually, because I do like doing cream. It doesn't need to be white, but it can be cream. We would do some. I need to double check if I need to do any more labels for my quilts. That I do not know right now. I would check that because it's possible there might be another one. I mean, there's quite a few. Anyway, so I'm going to be on the same time. So I'll come on, but sort of around 7ish tomorrow night. And Friday, that's fine. And I'm just checking something. Yeah, that's it. That needs to go in. That needs to be pinned. And then what we do, we'll do a bit more of this because I'd like to make a bit of headway. Because if we can get this bit stitched tomorrow night, then I can start working on the purple. That would be quite cute. That will. Linda would like to see the purple. That's for sure. So would I. I'd love to see the purple. See how that's going to work out. So, yeah, so all I've done is I've laid my next scrap on. I've done a fold over there because there's my raw edge. I've done a fold going over and I'm just going to pop a pin in it just to hold it in place like that. So if you've got a lap tray, you could do this on your lap without a doubt. My big one, so you know my really big quilt, the one that's got my kites on it, that one that you see in my sewing room tour, that was all done on my lap, as was the boat one, all on my lap, on a lap tray. So I'm going to snip that to there. So as you can see, I'm not being like overly accurate either because you don't really need to be. That's the thing, because you can kind of fold it into the position that you need it. So I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to do another bit. So would I. That bit there. Oh yeah, you like purple as well, don't you? We'll do some purple. Yeah. So tomorrow. So we'll do some more of this tomorrow night. And then maybe we'll get onto a bit of the Jelly Roll Race, my birthday Jelly Roll Race quilt tomorrow, because the other one is all made, isn't it? The one that's for my backdrop. That one is done. So we could do that tomorrow night. Can talk you through that. That'd be another thing that Linda will get involved in making. There's a Jelly Roll Race quilting. That's all on the sewing machine. But yeah, we'll start off with this tomorrow night. And then... right, so what I need to do, I need to snip that there. Because this bit here, that bit here, that's all going to be purple. So that's all going to get folded in like that. This is all going to be... And the thing is, the only thing I did do, when I do the other city quilting, I don't usually draw lines on the fabric, but because I want it to look like the sash and the rosette, I needed to. So it's only like a black marker pen line, so I can kind of see where I need to go. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that there. So you're not going to see that purple line either, because it will be in, it'll be covered in the purple. So I need to do a point there. Put that there, put that there, put that there. And then this one, there we go here. It's funny, I thought, jelly roll, have you really? That's amazing. Yeah, so we'll do it tomorrow night. So get poised. Get poised, Linda. Get poised. Yes, so what should happen is, so I will go live usually about 7-ish, 7, 5, 10 past 7, no later than that. And then I will do this first, and then we'll do the jelly roll quilt, so you can see how you do one of those. So yeah, that'll be. So usually when I'm live, I usually say what I'm doing tomorrow, because I usually know what I'm doing the next day. Here comes Mary. Hello, Mary. So so all my scraps I'm going to keep in my bag, and I'm going to put them in there. There we go. Yeah, so then you can know if you can join us. If you can't join us for tomorrow, then it's always on my YouTube channel, so you can go watch it back and see what we got up to. Yeah, so then this bit here, that's going to be purple. So if we can get that bit done tomorrow, that'd be amazing. And then that bit there's all the purple. I'd love to get the purple in. I might actually leave it here. I think that's a very good idea. I might finish down here as well, because otherwise I get pinned into it. Right, okay, my lovely people. So I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's been wonderful, as ever. And have a good day tomorrow. Let's hope it's not too hot again tomorrow. It's too much. So I'm going to be... I've got a meeting in the morning with the lovely... what's her name now? I've forgotten already, from Project Linus, that lady. Then be doing events in the afternoon. Then I'll be on in the evening. So, yes, so have a lovely day. And I'll see you tomorrow. See you later. Bye.